Welcome everybody to Towers and Gods episode 55. Right on time as usual. We are here for the people. Thank you all so much for your patience. We are here with episode 55 with the final test of the workshop battle, which is rather exciting. We'll see how this goes. We are joined by our amazing cast. We have Isaiah as Kunjong Se.
Hiya papaya, everyone. If you know, you know.
Hey, if you know, you know. That's not what she says in Japanese, my guy.
It's not, but I speak English, so.
I appreciate what you did there.
We have Milios as Brack Bronson.
Thank you for tuning into the stream. You're with top men. Top men.
We have Sun Woo as Keseki Woo. Let's keep it going.
Nothing to say, bro. We here. This should be a fun stream, man. This guy.
We have Hannah as Eden.
Hello, everyone. Apparently, because I don't have a Switch, I'm missing out on all of these inside jokes that are apparently funny? I don't know, but these addicts are all into Fire Emblem, and I'm just here. So, hi, everybody.
Never mind. We have other Joe. I was gonna.
Don't shoot me.
No, it wasn't. I was gonna make fun of.
You're gonna make fun of me? Thanks.
No, never mind. I was gonna make fun of Joe, but I'm not going to. We have other Joe, the beautiful, wonderful other Joe, who is just so amazing for being here as Damien Frog.
Hi, Joe. So happy to be here. Hello, chat, and welcome to my mental breakdown of not having Fire Emblem delivered to me on time.
Oh, no.
I'm so glad that you could all be here to witness.
At least one of us isn't addicted yet.
I hope you're all having a good day.
The problem is other Joe is more addicted than all y'all put together, and he doesn't have it, which makes it
right.
worse.
That is true.
True.
That is true.
On my way home today,
here we go.
I didn't.
Okay, my guy, you're gonna get it today. Just believe.
On my way home today,
way.
there were no people out on the street, and thank God for that.
Oh my God.
We gotta edit that out. Cut that.
This is all a joke. We're just joking.
What do you mean?
This is all a good fun.
Thank goodness, because it was raining outside, and it would have hated if everybody got drenched on such a rainy day. You know,
it would be pretty bad. Man.
That would be a tragedy. Absolutely.
it's too bad.
Okay. I appreciate the context.
He brought back back.
I went to the
this is the
kitchen
first
and got a big kitchen knife.
Okay, just stop.
Used it to cut my sandwich in half.
We're here, everybody. We're here for Towers and Gods. Yeah. Time to mute him.
He's kidding, and his family was never kidnapped. None of that ever happened. Just
Man, what a roller coaster.
Hey,
today, huh?
DQ Senpai, thank you for the super chat. I'm praying Wu does not do anything stupid. It's the first hour of the match starting. Team Recall, the fandom needs this win. Let's go, Team Recall.
You've been put on
That's a
notice,
challenge.
sir.
Woo, that's a challenge. You gotta do something stupid.
Are you serious? Why would you say that? Of course, who's gonna do something stupid? That's what he does.
Oh,
Of course
no.
he is.
Only
Especially now that you said that. Dart Angel, thank you for the super chat. I'm here. This includes Discord Chan sacrifices. Thank you so much for contributing to the Discord sacrifice fund. We appreciate you. Okay, so we are all here. Last episode, we wrapped up things at the ball and we commenced the draft. A few important things happened. The bottom three teams ended up being divvied amongst the remaining teams. So Team Recall notably acquired Sil Young, Sith, Hiborios, and Folk. So we have the dream team is what I'm trying to say. Every member of the team is going to be contributing to this final test, which I'm really excited to see. It's gonna be a good time. So every member, right? Like Woo, you're just to clarify, every member of the team is going to be contributing in this final game, correct?
If you're not an actual part of Team Recall, I'm not summoning you.
Rip still young. Rip still
No,
young. He
still
said it.
young.
You heard it here.
No. Okay. If you're not part of the nobodies that I was talking about last week.
You're gonna make me say it. If you're not one of the rejects.
Fine,
As much as y'all want to know about this potential Poe Bidal motherfucker, he's not coming through. I'm not coming.
Right. But yes, so the draft happened. The final game was revealed. I'll be going over the rules briefly once again at the start of this episode. But Wu was chosen at the spearhead. He's currently being parachuted onto Calamity Isle, or Cataclysm Isle, I should say. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. Any thoughts before we begin?
Good
I'll
luck, don't
respect
die,
Laborious
anybody.
when he tells me the plot of his book that he's reading, dude. I want to know what's going on.
I see.
It's literally like the cheat guide to Fire Emblem Engage.
I was
He's reading the guide.
Sure did, dude. I was like, all right, good.
Give me that.
True.
Give me that.
Davey, no. Oh, I can already see it. All right, but we are here.
It's had a solo maddening, but never mind. I won't say anything.
All right, so Wu, you are currently falling. You are falling. The wind is hitting your face. It's similar, actually, to Cephia Island. In fact, it makes you almost think that perhaps the Cephia Island one-shot, one opportunity was sort of a setup for this real game. And the way that it's similar, you got an island and the ships and everything. And as you're falling, you do get a glimpse of some of the sort of the environments and the ecosystems that you're about to drop into. You see a wide, lush forest. You see a snowy, high mountaintop that slopes down and connects to all the other areas. You see a small circular lake in a portion of the island, and a volcano, and you can see lava pouring out of it at the top. But you're catching this in glimpses.
Can I discern which area I'm dropping into?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception. I know just the... Oh, hold on, wait for that.
That's kind of bad, but who knows what my perception is at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it is 15.
15? So I'm going to say that at first you're pretty sure you're heading towards either the beach or the there's like a beach area as well. Either the beach or the snowy area. You're falling towards that area of the island, and the two areas are connected. Interestingly enough,
Lean towards the snowy area. Like, can I wheel myself towards the snowy area?
Give me an athletics check with disadvantage
All right.
as you're falling at this high speed.
Only if I can summon Mizaru for the shenanigans.
You can summon Mizaru, absolutely.
Mizaru doesn't have parachute.
He's just like hanging on for dear life.
Oh, that's a nat one.
A nat 1. So
It was a
Never
good
mind.
run.
I don't want to summon Mizaru. Just
the minute you're about to summon Mizaru, you instantly regret it. But no, so as you're falling and you attempt to change your trajectory away from the snowy area, you instead feel as if you only headed towards the snowy area instead. It's as if you sealed your fate. And even more so, as you start to land, it's not a pretty landing. I'm going to say that it's getting closer and closer, and suddenly you find yourself face first in snow. It's as if the parachute caught you right at the last second as you start hitting the snow.
I wasn't using a parachute.
Oh,
That's
okay.
even worse.
So go ahead. Let me actually make a roll then here. Glad you clarified that. Okay. You take 2 damage from hitting the snow.
Wow. Okay.
The snow catching you, but you fell through like multiple layers of snow to the point where it's like you made a huge woo angel in the snow that is going to be there permanently.
And you hit me with the Umineko wind. I don't.
You gotta stop pointing it out. Like it's just a wind sound, you know. It's not
Sure.
a big deal.
Nobody saw that. Mizaru, you weren't summoned yet, right? You didn't see anything, right?
There's just silence from the monkeys.
And none of you speak to me. Let's get to work. We got to figure out where we're at and how many people are around us. Mizaru, go survey wherever you can survey. Report back. And if you let somebody see you, I swear to God, no more gourmet meals in the morning. As a matter of fact, no food at all.
You notice that
For the rest of the year.
seems to be a bit chunkier since the last time you saw him. After eating all those desserts last night, and he hops off to do his job.
Well, it's just like, I swear to God, they're spirits. They don't even need food. I don't understand why they're so greedy.
I will say that for the rest of Team Recall, you were led to a very specific pod that is detached from everything else. It's a circular room with chairs and benches, kind of a dark lighting. There's like a singular light at the top that's kind of giving off a dim light. But in the room, you do notice a big monitor that after you were all led here, and the only person you can see on this monitor is Keseki Wu. So you witnessed everything that had just happened.
So I watch myself fall. Is what
you
you're telling me.
You don't. Team Recall does. The rest of Team Recall.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Another happy landing.
Thank you, Joe. Well, we're off to a great start. Great start. Yep.
He went splat.
He sure did, Brett. He sure did.
You do notice in the room with you are 2 workshop employees who are both standing at the entrance to the pod. And there's only that one entrance to go in or to go out. Now, Damien, you notice that Hracevelger is there with you, carrying his own personal bag of popcorn that he seems to have saved from last night. The branding is from a popcorn stand that you noticed from the previous night. And he's watching the monitor as if he was watching a movie.
Don't eat too much of that. We've still got a job to do.
Then, all of you, whether you're in the pod or whether you are currently on Cataclysm Isle, you hear a voice echoing across the island or echoing through your room. The voice of everyone's favorite robot mascot, Oreo. Here we are, the final game of Workshop Battle. Sorry, I was turning on my mic. Almost said one shot, one opportunity. The final game of the Workshop Battle. It is known as Auto Battle. As a reminder, each of the teams chose a spearhead to head their operation. This spearhead is solely responsible for summoning their teammates into the field using the points they collected during Battle Gamble. I think I hear some feedback on someone's mic. If everyone could mute. I think it might be you. Okay. And then people in the pod, you hear through the speakers, you hear some of the crowd cheering, even though you cannot currently see the crowd and everyone cheering there. Their goal is simple. They must reach the temple hidden on the island. Once they do, they must acquire each of the 5 keys to open the temple. If they do, if they're able to enter the temple and reach the hidden area, they will win Auto Battle and thereby win the Workshop Battle. And woo, the crowd goes crazy. We have a few special rules. In addition to the teammate summoning centers hidden throughout the island, there are also item summoning centers that may be used to acquire certain special items. These special items may be kept by participants even after the Workshop Battle is complete, assuming you survive. On that note, killing is allowed, and the crowd seems excited about that. Killing is indeed allowed. You may do whatever you wish to steal each other's keys. Give me one sec here. Also, if, thanks to our amazing sponsor, Timian himself from the merchant city of Ardlam, killing a spearhead will earn you a key of your choice, whichever key that you prefer. Other additional rules may be added by our other sponsors, so please stay tuned. Let me make sure I have this right. That's all for now, but other rules will be stated throughout the remainder of Auto Battle. Have a wonderful match, regulars! And then Oreo disappears from the monitor.
Wait, is it still our POV?
Yes.
Seems simple enough.
like the fact that, and then Victor finishes her sentence, that sponsors can do whatever they want in this game? Yeah, it doesn't seem right, huh? Seems a little messed up, even for the workshop.
Well, I mean, we just have to steal the keys, right?
I guess so. But still, makes me wonder what these sponsors may add into the game at any moment. Does it not concern you, Damien?
I mean, I don't think we have a chance at losing this.
That's true.
Not when he's out on the field.
Wow, you're putting a lot of faith in Wu.
I have a lot of faith in my team.
Everyone else in the room, Brack, Jong, Eden, how are you? What are you up to at this moment?
Can we see the sponsors or who the sponsors are?
So when Timian announced his rule, or when they announced Timian's rule, he did pop up on the screen.
You guys, I think we screwed. You remember that guy from what was the name of that place? The Sandy area.
Artlum.
Yeah, I was in his dungeon,
Yeah, I got you out of it.
but he never forgets a face.
Yep.
Shion was in that dungeon too. She just kind of turns to you, Brack.
Now look, why she was in there, Brack has no clue. But I think the sponsor might try to go against our favor.
I mean, technically we helped him, didn't we? I mean, who knows what if he helps us?
Brack did try to strong arm him out of a few points.
Oh, that's true. But me and Victor didn't have anything to do with that, though.
That's right. So we're gonna be fine. I think the only person who needs to worry is probably you, Brack. He kind of taps you on the back. Good luck, buddy.
I'm gonna demote you.
Wow, that's something that has to be discussed amongst all of the leaders of the syndicate, right?
Oh, well, I mean, Brack is the supreme leader of Team Recall at the moment.
That doesn't make him the leader of the syndicate, though.
I think he could probably buy the shares that I have, even, do a complete takeover.
You've been
Don't
watching
you-
too much Succession. Go ahead, Ethan.
Don't you find it odd that all these people from Artlum are showing up again here?
What are you implying?
I'm wondering if we're loose ends they need to tie up.
Not a bad theory.
What a convenient way. Rankers can't get involved with regulars' business. But if it's during a game, and they have a sponsor, and Timian and Sneff seem to be at least on speaking terms or at least functional terms, that could be an issue. And I might be paranoid with that, but there's a lot of things converging. You got Scopio from the second floor, Charity from the second floor, Sneff and Timian from Artlum,
H1, says Leaf.
and H1. Something feels off.
Do you think Wu's in trouble?
I think we're all in trouble. Hell, we even got Team Maggie that's like specifically after us, and they're unabashedly saying that to everybody they can. And they pulled Shion right out of the gate, and we know what that's about. They need leverage. I think we really need to be careful.
Leaf looks at you, Jong, when Eden mentions Shion. But then she kind of just looks away.
Look, I think you guys are getting a little too worked up. Jong sits back and he just leans up against the wall. We do our jobs, stick to our agenda here, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, we technically did our job in Artlum too, didn't we?
And we'll do it here if we have to.
I'm with Eden. We should be careful, but at the same time, there's only so much we can do. We're mere regulars after all, playing a game. I say we just play the game.
That's what we should focus on for the time being. Everything else comes after.
Agreed.
Do we know who Wu's gonna summon first? And
depends
then
on who he gets.
Folk steps forward. I have an idea.
Oh, this should be
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just weird.
The floor is yours.
We're gonna start muting cameras at this rate.
Thank you, Damien. My idea is simple. I personally think that I'm probably going to cost the least amount of points out of everybody here. And because of that, it might be convenient to summon me first. We don't know what the sponsors are going to do. They could mess around with our point totals or anything at this point, especially with all of you and all of your, you think something's going on here? Is that what I was hearing? Something messed up with teachers that you knew on the second floor? I mean...
It's not the teachers I'm worried about. It's some of the other folks. But yeah, it's just weird convergences. And I don't know what to think about it.
Sif just says, look, whenever you need me to do something, just let me know. Until then, I'll make us some tea. And then she kind of whips out a teapot.
From
Eden
where?
thinks back to what Silion said and kind of like looks over. It's like,
This
maybe I
man
don't
said
drink the
from
tea.
where? Where'd she bring the cake from, bro? What do you mean?
And no one answered me.
This was a good pick, Brack.
Also, Brack, I'm going to say that you would have noticed, everyone would have noticed, but you notice there's also a vending machine that is currently in the room. There are snacks and there are drinks that are available for free for all the regulars. So.
Damn,
Okay.
I know us too well.
First roll, I guess. So Brack goes over to the vending machine. He's not using his points. No. We're frugal out here. Brack goes over. He gives it a mean hit to the side, and let's roll for it. It's going to be strength. All right.
Just dictating the roll too. All right, let's go.
It would be a strength, so he's not wrong.
Joe did say it was free for us, so like you just cleaned it out.
Yeah, but it's the principle, Hannah. It's the principle.
Okay.
Hold up. We roll. Yes, sir. Dirty 20.
Don't tell me. Okay.
Yes.
So can you describe this for me?
So
Like the action.
as Brack goes over to the machine, he looks at it. He's like, "It's free, huh?" Nah. They don't really mean it's free. They're taxing us. And so he just hits it one time while he's right in the center with a hook, hits it right on the side, and then everything just flows out.
He
from
wants
that one
everything
point.
to flow out. Okay.
Yeah.
So you punch it as hard as you can, or you punch it, and you're not sure what you expect. It kind of shakes for a minute, and then you hear a bunch of noises. And you hear some sounds hit the bottom of the vending machine.
You guys, I just won the slot machine. Come get your snacks.
Brack, what are you doing? And Leaf is nervously looking over at the workshop employees standing at the door.
Don't worry, they can't do anything. We're a part of the game. Come partake, Leaf.
Is it just spewing out snacks like a waterfall right now?
So 3 drinks ended up falling to the bottom.
Only 3, huh? Here you go. This is payback for when we were in that little dark place.
Huh? No. All the way back
Bruh.
then, you're still thinking about that?
Wait.
I mean, I wasn't, but I just needed an excuse to give you a drink.
Oh, thank you. And she looks at the water. Oh, carrot water. Awesome.
Give me that back. Wait, hold up. What are these?
Oh my gosh, the reversal.
No, Brack, I like carrot water. It's okay. You can.
Yeah. I got a single bunny that like carrot water too. Now,
We're talking. Let her have something.
So you look at the machine, and it seems to be various kinds of drinks, but no strawberry water though. There's carrot water, there's kiwi water.
This is where I got my hand.
The drink you have in your hand, watermelon water.
Okay. Just watermelon water, carrot water, and is there a third or 2 watermelon
Two
waters?
watermelons, yeah.
Do you like watermelon, young leaf?
I like the carrot, actually. I'll have the carrot, please.
Why do you have to make this hard, young leaf?
Brick! Just give her what she wants.
What?
Here you go.
And Eden goes over to the machine and she gets the carrot water and hands it to Brack. Stop being weird. We need to concentrate.
I mean, I've never heard of carrot
Trying
water.
to be thoughtful.
Do you want one too, Damien?
It sounds kind of weird. I don't know.
Guys.
You ate hollandaise sauce, Damien.
Hey guys.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, carrot sweat or something. I don't know. I don't really want. I mean, it's kind of weird.
What?
That's where I
You
draw
ate
the
a
line.
DVD, Damien.
Yeah, but it was just kind of there,
Guys,
right,
and Folk is
rein
trying
it
to
back
call
in.
you. Folk, guys,
Rein it in.
Wu was doing something, and Folk calls you all back together, being the voice of reason here.
Nah.
All right, so Wu, we're gonna cut to you. All right, I'm gonna move everyone on roll 20. So if you're not there, make sure you're there. We have a big map, but I've highlighted an area for you. So
Hey, yo, just so everybody knows, this is the first time Roll20 has changed since one-on-ones.
huh?
Dun
Wait,
dun
really?
dun.
This is the first time you've changed the Roll20 map since one-on-ones, yeah.
Oh, it's true. That's true. I took a break from it.
Where's my roll 20 froze?
Yeah, but we love your work, man. Just do the work.
Thank you. I will say, some areas are gonna look sloppy, but that's okay.
I'm not going to the sloppy areas.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, maybe that's where my weapon is. I'm going to the sloppy areas.
It's right, fair. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
So, you find yourself surrounded by high cliffs, snow still continuously falling from the sky, patches of snow everywhere, and you were able to climb out of your the hole you made by falling into this snow. And if you do take a look, it is like, it does look almost cartoonish the way you fell into the snow and created that snow angel.
That little bot. Master said he had eyes everywhere. Won't be surprised if everyone saw that. On top of that, there's too many side objectives to do right now. I gotta focus. Mizaro, did you find anything?
Mizuru takes a few seconds, but then finally comes back to you, and he starts dancing.
Why are you dancing? I didn't give you anything to eat. What's wrong with you?
He picks up some snow and throws it at you.
Uh-huh. You found something, did you?
And then he starts kind of scampering off in the only really available direction and kind of turns around towards you.
Well, he is my best friend after all. I should listen to him. Let's go. But I want to do an observer check in the opposite direction.
Oh, okay. So behind you, basically.
The complete 180 from wherever Mizuru is leading me.
Right. Okay. Go ahead and make that check whenever you like.
+2 plus wisdom is a 17.
17. Okay. So you let your observer fly behind you, and it starts scanning the area. So you basically are forced to sort of send it up the cliff and look around, and behind you would be very difficult to traverse if you wish to sort of climb over this cliff, because it kind of just goes higher and higher. You technically could though, and based on your observations, if you did sort of head in that direction, if you were to climb all the way over there, eventually you would reach an area where the mountain kind of slopes back down, and the snow would stop eventually. It's hard to tell what's beyond that, though.
All right, Mizuru, it's all you. Let's go.
Okay. Feel free to move yourself on roll 20, and I'll.
I cannot align this in a way that's like working for me. Yeah.
Shoot.
I tried. I keep like zooming in and like zooming out.
Oh, you can't like move it on the bottom, like the bar?
I can't even like get the map to like display properly.
Shoot, are you serious? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine. It shouldn't matter too much. The people who are
Just
watching...
move me. Hold on. Wait. Wait. All right, which way do I have to go? Down? South?
Yeah.
All right, I got it now. I got it.
Really? Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Saved. We're saved.
All right. Cool. Okay, this is actually super helpful. Yeah, I would never go that way. That's ridiculous. I'm just gonna follow Mizuru, but I trust him.
All right. So Mizuru's heading in this direction. Eventually, you do encounter this wall here. I'll, just to give you an idea right here. You're gonna have to sort of climb over it if you wish to scale this section here. Mizuru is able to easily scale it.
Do I have to spend? How much do I have to spend to scale this?
You would just have to make an acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh, I'll do an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Light work. That's plus my favorite stat. That is a 15.
15? Yeah, you're able to scale it just fine.
All right, so I'll go this way.
This way, towards back to the bottom.
Oh, okay, so like over this.
Yeah.
So okay, this is raised. Got you.
Yeah.
All right, so then we're going through here.
Yep. So eventually you do reach a bit of a crossroads here. And Mizuru, this is where Mizuru kind of stops. Now, I need you to make a perception check.
You don't want me to make a perception check, bro.
I do.
No, you don't.
What's it gonna be?
That's a 22.
A 22. Okay. So, you're reminded of something as you suddenly start hearing a creature off to your right, off to sort of the to your right, the northern. If we're going
like up
up here. And you start hearing like sounds, like snow being crunched and creatures moving around. And with your high perception skill, just based on these sounds and based on these interactions and these noises, you're able to determine that there is a colony of Yettins in that direction.
Can I determine whether this is what Mizuru is trying to show me, or is there something else?
Yeah, that is what he's trying to show you. He and based on your perception... Yeah, go ahead.
Mizuru, you can eat still. You can still eat. Okay. I'm gonna go in towards the direction of the Yettin colony.
Okay, sounds good.
So this way.
Yep, or up here. Yeah. Perfect. Let me zoom out a bit. So yeah, you're greeted with almost like a very peaceful sight as you see a bunch of Yettins all throwing snowballs at each other.
So Wu is going to leave Mizuru out and approach the group of Yettins. Mm-hmm. And he's going to do the same strat that he did in Artlum.
All right.
Where he picks up a snowball and starts passing it to the Yettin that he determines is the quote-unquote leader of the group.
Alrighty, make an animal handling check.
Dude, this landed on my computer in the worst way possible, but it's not terrible. My animal handling is good enough. That's an 18. Okay.
Okay. Your animal handling is pretty high. 18. So, can you describe, are you not throwing it at them, or you're just tossing?
No, I'm underhanding like a little softball, nice touch to the one that's like kind of, that I've determined is the quote-unquote alpha of the group.
Right. Yeah. You toss a snowball at the one that's like the biggest and has the largest ears and hands, which, as you would have learned in class, would be the determining factor in most cases. And the Yettin kind of shows some interest. Starts making some noises.
And I kind of like wave at him to like toss it back at me as hard as he can.
Yeah, absolutely. You would have... not that it would matter too much, because they can still see, but you would have remembered in class that they mostly cannot use their eyes to
Oh, true. Yeah, but like that, they
you want
know.
that to be intent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the intention is still there.
You're right. That is a fact that I forgot about. So
Sure. Yeah, fair enough. The Yetin kind of slowly paws its way over, and then it starts like packing up the snow that you tossed over at it, into like a massive ball. And then it has like a huge grin on its face, and then it like lifts the huge ball of snow up in the air. It starts like jumping up to the sides, carrying.
And then I kind of look at it like that one Jack Nicholson meme where I'm like kind of like bobbing my head like over and over again. Yeah.
And it has a huge grin, and it's just gonna like pull back, and with its raw muscles in its arms, like throw it at you.
All right, what do I gotta roll?
Make a dex save.
Wait. What do I need for dex save again? So 19.
19, yeah, you're easily. Do you want to do anything while you dodge?
I want to grab it
Yep.
and trap it with my feet like a soccer ball.
Ah, okay, yeah, easily able to do that as it comes hurtling towards you with a lot of strength, more strength than the Yetins on the second floor that you would have encountered. It comes straight towards you, and you're easily able to do that. What do you do afterward?
I kick it back at him at like half the speed.
You can kick it back? Okay. The Yetin kind of stops. It's about to touch it with its hands again, but then it just starts kicking the ball around, and the other Yetins start joining in, and Mizaru gets all excited, starts kicking the ball around.
Huh. You guys are having fun out here. They weren't lying when they said this habitat was diverse. I wonder who else we can find.
Then,
But anyway, gather around. My boys.
they slowly kind of start walking on over to you. The Alpha's still playing with the snow for the most part.
Even B, you know better than disturb him when he's having fun. Listen. I'm new here. My name is Wu. This is Mizaru. Treat Mizaru nice. He's doing a good job lately. I don't know my way around here. And it'd be great if one of you guys would show me around.
Right as you're saying that, the Alpha Yetin takes a huge pack of snow and then like tosses it in a different direction this time. Tossing it to the west over here, towards the left of the map. And then he starts like going on towards it, and then he starts making noises, and then all the other Yetins start to join him over there.
Attention span is pretty low. Let's go.
Okay. There's another like little pass here. As you're heading over there, we're gonna briefly cut to inside the pod. Volk is just like staring at the screen. A very intense final game, wouldn't you say? Kind of looks around. He must have a strategy, right?
Volk, don't overthink things.
I mean, this is working out. This is excellent. Otherwise, he'd have to fight those, and that wouldn't have been fun.
They really are really cute, aren't they? But they seem stronger than the ones on the second floor. I guess the higher density of Shinsu really does take an effect.
It seems to be that way. Well, keep that in mind, everyone. Don't fight Yetin. All right? No fighting Yetin. When we get, if any of us get there.
You suddenly hear another announcement from Oreo. We're going to take a quick break to talk about the final games from Battle Gamble and which ones were voted the favorites of the matches. And the crowd starts cheering. The third most favorite match from the third round of Battle Gamble was Blazer versus Mozzie. Woo, 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 woo. You can't see Blazer,
Luke.
but you could imagine. What'd you say?
Brack just yells out fluke.
Gotcha. The second favorite from the third round of Battle Gamble was Woo versus Jerry's. Woo! And the favorite match from the third round of Battle Gamble was Jong versus Boris! And that he gets a huge eruption from the crowd. And then Victor turns to you, Jong. All grown up. All grown up. They do say they grow up fast. Sorry, I'm just... You're beloved now, and together we can be beloved. The Coon brethren who are respected and loved throughout the tower. We could make a name for ourselves. I mean, after all, I have the looks, you have the skills. I mean, it really does pair nicely. I could be the face of the operation, and Victor kind of turns and looks at you, Eden. Are you reacting at all to what he's saying?
No.
He just kind of looks over at you and then looks back at Jong. Anyway, what do you say, Jong?
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
That gets Eden to turn her head like, what?
Even Victor kind of like stops.
Actually, I've got a couple strategies if you wanted to hear them.
Yeah, of course. What strategy would those be?
So, the first one, and I came up with it on the fly, so cut me a little slack.
Yeah.
It involves you not talking. So, and then he just turns away from Victor.
Victor starts having flashbacks to the day that he met Jong.
Oh.
He just kind of nods. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. Anyway, he just walks away. Okay. Now, after that brief little interlude, woo, the Yettins lead you over to a little area. If you look at the map here, they lead you to a little... And at first wouldn't have been very noticeable because of all the snow that's being dropped, and there's sort of like a huge plop of snow that was placed in the middle of this little area here. But after they traverse through this pile of snow, you find a little cave.
Can you direct me to this with my avatar?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, I almost lost my home location there. Absolutely. There you go.
Okay, this feels like Pokemon. I like this.
They're all very, very...
Now,
yeah.
And I look at the Yettins and I look at Mizuru and I'm just like, somehow, I feel like this is about to be your fault and it's not going to be good. And this is not what I'm asking for. But I'm going to trust you guys anyway. Let it be known that I trusted all of you. So the next time that you ask me for something, if this didn't pan out, don't look at me with all those sad puppy dog eyes when I tell you no!
You're talking about all the Yettin, all the ones around you? Is that right? You're talking to all of them?
I'm talking to everybody that's in the vicinity. I'm really thinking about making another play right now, but I don't know if I'll expend any more energy.
Okay.
Well, if I were to do a perimeter observer check right now, how much would that cost me?
Another check? I wouldn't say it cost you anything.
Let me do another observer check. Just around the perimeter.
Go for it. Go for it. And then I'm gonna have you make another deck save.
Okay, so the observer check is 17.
Okay.
And then deck saving.
Yep.
That's not great. That is a 9.
9. So the observer is able to pick up that this cave is mostly empty, but there's almost like a weird interference with it, as if, but not one of like, oh, we're being cut off from something. It's almost as if it's interacting with something in the cave, and the camera starts cutting out when you get closer to it, but there's something of interest in there.
Wait, that's really, but I don't have time for this.
And then you feel snowballs all heading towards you from all different directions. You're able to dodge the first few, but then you get hit with a bunch of them.
Are they Yettins?
Yes. You take 2 damage from the snowballs.
That's fine. Can I react?
Yeah, you're going to do. I mean, they're all just hopping up and down and pounding the snow, and like every time they pound the snow, it just leaves a huge imprint. Sure. What's your intent?
I will tell you after I make the roll because the roll is more important.
Sure. Okay. Tell me your intent after you roll.
It can still work. My animal handling is great. Yeah, 14.
What are you trying to do?
My intent is to tell them all to shut up.
Okay. Stop making like noise, just to stop doing. They
can throw snowballs at me all they
Yeah.
want, but I want quiet and I want understanding.
They all listen except the alpha, who continues to pound the snow and start making noise.
Wu puts his hands in his pockets and like a Japanese Yankee kind of grimacingly walks up towards it with like this scowl on his face.
Uh-huh.
And he looks at the alpha. Thought we already sorted this. I'm in charge, not you. But if you would like to be. And then Wu drops his hand down. Let's play a new game that you haven't played before. Called arm wrestling.
So, the Yetin
Then
kind of
Wu-
closely looks at the hand.
Wait. Wu calls Mizaru over and does like a little demonstration.
Sure.
You know, just showing him how it works.
Okay. The Yetin starts like getting really excited, and all the other Yetins start getting really excited. And the Yetin like sloppily like splats down to the ground and puts its hand in front of you and like starts shaking it wildly.
Now, I don't want to hear any complaints when you lose, okay? It's all a fair sport. And as a matter of fact, I'm not trying to do anything to you that's ruining your position, okay? As a matter of fact, you can run this whole mountain the way you wanted to run it, but you'll be running it under me. Fair enough? And then Wu grabs his head.
All right, the Yetin's hand is much bigger than yours as it wraps around you, and you can feel.
I'm gonna use a point of SB for body reinforcement.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. The Shinsu runs up your body. Let me go ahead and play this here. Inside the pod, this seems to be like the first time Hiborios has looked away from his book and like is watching the screen. This is something you can.
Alright, what am I rolling for?
So we're gonna do a couple rolls here. The first one, athletics.
Oh, my favorite stat. Oh, my favorite stat. What is it? Scroll up faster. Athletics. 19.
19. You feel pretty confident about this surge of strength, and especially with the Shinsu boost and everything. I'm going to say with the Shinsu boost, I'm going to tack on a couple of additional points there. I'm actually going to pull this on screen too, in case people have forgotten. There you go. Whoa, that's really big. There we go. This is the creature that Wu is currently arm wrestling with, just so everyone can remember. There we go.
Dude, y'all remember Yetins, right? They're cool.
There you go. Okay. You're pushing back, but the Yetin responds in equal force, and you're feeling like right now you're at a standstill. Like it's like dead center, and it's like pushing, and it's like slapping with its other hand, and all the other Yetins are cheering.
No wonder you're the alpha of the pack that the workshop brought up here. But I'm telling you, things will be better if you just cooperate with me. No need to fight. And I'm gonna put even more force in than I was putting in before.
Alrighty. Let me find this here. Here we go. Make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. So you're putting in more force. Make another athletics check.
14.
Sorry, what was that? What was that?
Shoot. Dude, I got the same thing. It's a 19.
Oh, 19? Okay. This time, as you start putting in more effort, you're starting to gain ground, but then the Yetin's grin turns into like a snarl. And it's gonna try to push back, but you're slowly gaining ground. Okay, I'm gonna do something weird now. There's this feral air in the air. Feral air in the air. I need you to make a survival check while doing this arm wrestle.
Survival points? What is this nonsense? What is survival? Oh, actually, I do. Never mind. I'll
That
take
might
it.
be the least rolled skill we've done in the game.
I don't think we've ever rolled survival for me before. Ever.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah, that's okay. 14?
14. You're gaining even more ground. You're starting to pin it. Almost pin it. Last athletics check.
Oh, thank God. Please. Please. Please, I don't have time for this. 22.
22.
Oh, that's adorable.
22.
Are you just seeing it now? With a final surge of strength, you pin it into the ground, and it gives like a scream as you do so. And the snow poofs into the air.
And then, after a few seconds pass, instead of Wu gloating about his victory, he grabs the Yetin's arm that he versed and raises it up into the air.
And all the other Yetins start like pounding their chests and like slamming their fists into the ground.
Listen, your boy here fought a king, and he almost succeeded. He's worthy of your praise. And me personally, I'll follow his guidance too. And then he shakes the Yetin's hand.
The Yetin appeared initially angry, but after sensing what you're saying and like all the other Yetin's excitement, he also gets excited and like shakes your hand around a bunch with a lot of force.
Now that everything has been sorted out, Mizaru, take a break. You're really draining my Shinsu right now. Tell me, the cave, this island, where do I go? I'm looking for point X, and Wu breaks down that he's looking for a summoning terminal to like something, like he explains what it would look like.
Sure thing. So, when you start describing what you're looking for, it's a bit tough because they are kind of unruly and energetic. So I need you to make another animal handling, but this time with advantage.
Thank God there's advantage. I roll a 3. And that's much better. Plus 6, 17.
17. The alpha that you had just finished this arm wrestling match with does one final pound into the snow and then scampers into the cave.
What is that supposed to mean? Can I examine the place that he pounded?
Yeah, investigation for me.
It's pretty bad. 6?
There's nothing of significance where he pounded.
I'm just gonna follow him.
You're just gonna follow him. Perfect. You head into the cave. Back inside the pod where the rest of Team Recall are, Hiborios watched the arm wrestling match and then just turns back to his book. And then Sif just kind of gives a little scoff. Can someone describe to me what happened? It's hard to read the Shinsu from here.
Wu had a snowball fight with a bunch of Yetins from Artlam. I'm sure you probably recall those. And then he befriended the Alpha, and now they're leading him somewhere. Into a cave.
Oh, so to clarify, the Yetins aren't from Artlam. Those are the other sand monkeys.
Oh, okay.
Right. But he still understands. I see. I think it was wise to choose him as our spirit. Shut, Hannah. I would have gotten through that. That was entirely on you. No one even budged. No, it's not.
Nah,
this is your NPC. You made him.
That's on you, Hannah.
No.
Same month, 2 in. Thank you.
I understand. I think it was wise to choose him as our spearhead.
I mean...
Folks says, I don't really get why, though.
That's why you're nearly dead, folk.
Go ahead, Eden.
I mean, efficiency is something I like. But hey, he does things his way. And that's just how it goes.
As you're saying that, and as you're seeing Wu enter this cave, there's another announcement. Well, already another rule has been added into the game. This is so exciting, everybody. Let's see what this new rule is. And then he starts talking. A merchant shows up on screen named Lou, who you don't recognize whatsoever. He wears like a red top hat, and he has like a mustache that doesn't remind you of Upio's mustache, but it's definitely unique and curly. I just want to clarify, it's not Upio. Very different.
We believe you, sure.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not. And this merchant shows up on screen, and then Oreo says, From now on, all light bearers in each of the teams may pay a quarter of their point total to directly communicate with the spearhead, even from their pod. They will also have access to additional information, such as maps and other upcoming rules.
Is there any way to interact with this message?
From your end?
Yes.
No, there's not. I would
really,
guess.
I really want to make this spicier than it is.
So I would say this: using your observer, you would have understood, and based on how the previous matches have gone, that you are being seen. That you are being seen.
But yeah, there's no method for me to communicate with Oreo, for example.
Oh no, there's not.
Oh, this would have been so good.
You could try because you are on the monitor, but.
Well, I don't want to draw attention to myself, so if they're not looking at me in this cave, I don't want them to start looking at me in this cave.
Sure. Got you.
If we sacrifice 1/4 of our current point total, we can communicate and get maps.
1/4 of the total point total that you have. Yes. You can get maps, and you will be allowed direct communication
of the teams.
With the spearhead.
Of all
1/4. Can somebody do the math on that?
It doesn't seem
what our points are and like what total
so
would be.
Just to clarify, you will be able to communicate with your spearhead, and you will also get access to maps and additionally other possible information later on in the game.
We have over 200k.
Right, but
we should spend our points.
We need to wait until we understand what a summon is worth. Any given summon.
It's 51,750 points for its quarter of our point total.
Which is a lot.
That's a lot
in this situation.
Yeah, I think we should wait till we get one summon.
I'm not playing on that now. That's ridiculous.
Interesting, because we have 2 light bearers. Do we have to only choose one of them, or how does that work? Actually, between the two of you, which one is the more skilled light bearer? I know which one's the more skilled fighter, but as far as light bearing goes. Hiborios. Hey, you, get with the book. Yeah, you. And Hiborios just slowly looks up. How good of a light bearer would you say you are? And Hiborios just says, decent.
You better not ask me the same question, Victor, I swear.
Victor slowly turns and looks into
We've been climbing the tower for so long. I mean, come on, you know what I'm capable of.
How good of a light bearer would you say you are, Damien?
I make things go boom. I do the big boom boom attack.
That doesn't exactly seem like a light bearer kind of gift or ability from my own perspective.
He's spitting, though. He's spitting.
I mean, I do stuff. You know, I did pretty well in class.
You did pass. That's true.
Well, what do you need me to do? I'll do it.
I was wondering if you thought we should take this deal, because it seems like that is our decision.
Oh, it's up to us. Oh, I thought Wu had to agree.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing
you
it,
guys. Yeah.
Oh well.
Wait a minute. What does their skill have to do with it?
True.
From the sounds of it, whichever one gets picked to do it is going to be given that information off the hand. Doesn't matter who's the better light bearer.
No, I just thought it was interesting that we had 2.
What we should be deciding is if it's worth spending those points this early.
No.
I agree. I think we should wait till Wu at least gets one other person on the field.
What do you think, Brack?
When I asked him when we were in the picking rounds, he said he couldn't do something that our dear Frog can do. But I think we should wait. We don't know how much things cost, and spending, what was that, leader? You said a number, leader.
It's like 51,000, almost 52,000 points.
Good with an abacus. Yeah, 51,000. That's way too much. Too rich for my blood.
That might be the cost of a full member, honestly.
Exactly. Let's just wait it out. I trust in Wu to make the right decision. Unless he decides to gamble the money away with someone.
No, dude, my money retention is top tier. What the problem is that I'm following a bunch of monkeys into the mountains for no reason. So like that's the problem.
Okay.
Follow your heart.
While you're having this conversation, so Wu, you are brought into the cave that is Yetin's. I'll briefly describe this here, but I can also show it on Roll20 here in a moment. The cave is very empty and dark. There's only the one entrance to get inside, and you hear like water like dripping from icicles on the ceiling, and it's definitely very cold here. And the Yetin kind of leads you deeper into the cave. I'm assuming you follow.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of takes you down further and further. There's like a tight, narrow passage that you have to kind of squeeze through. And on the other side, you turn to your left, and there's this strange building, like lodged into a corner of this cave. It reaches up maybe like 10 feet tall, and it's made of, it's like a glittery sort of substance alongside the steel and the metal working of the building. And there's one metal door that can open and close, and there's a sign above that door that has like an orb, some kind of orb icon kind of floating in the air.
Wu opens up his not really. I would say inventory. Wu opens up his gourd, tosses a cookie to Mizaru that he was saving over.
Yep.
Don't say I never gave you anything. And go sit in the corner and eat it quietly. Nobody wants to hear you munching. It's gross. And then he turns to the alpha that led him there. And he's like, I always like making new friends, but you might be the best new friend I've ever made. And he like shakes his hand again.
Yep. He does the same thing back to you. The wild shake.
If you would do me a favor and send your friends to watch the entrance so nobody else comes in here, that'd be appreciated.
The Yetin scampers off after making a loud noise.
Let's see what we got here. And Wu approaches what you showed him.
You're able to enter the building if you wish. The door is unlocked. And once you enter, it's a pretty small room. I'm gonna say like it's circular, the room that you're entering at the moment, at least from what you can see. There's no windows or anything. It's maybe like from the center, like 10 feet, 10-foot radius. And you walk in. Oh, also, I think you are echoing. Woo.
Oh, me?
Yeah. So. Okay, cool. Thanks. And in the middle of that radius, there is a machine with a panel that is alight, and it seems like there's information kind of scrolling atop the screen. And there's like a little button that you can press on the screen that says basically start. It says start summoning.
If it doesn't go away, I'm just gonna mute myself because I don't know what the problem is. But
okay.
No.
We'll see. No worries.
But is it like every time I talk?
No, it's like when I talk and your mic is on.
Is it just too loud?
But right now it seems fine. I can't hear it anymore, so I think it's good now.
All right, I'll just turn my gain down. See if it helps. But I love Yetin so much. Can I get a Yetin? Is that cool? I've been trying to get a Yetin for years now, and nobody wants to give me a Yetin.
You're just asking anybody? Or?
I'm asking the magical, non-corporeal DM that exists in the ether.
It's up to you if you want a Yetin. I can't give you a yes or no answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right. Once you get a closer inspection of this panel, it specifically says, let me make sure I have this right, Teammate Summoning Center. Teammate.
Oh, teammate.
Sorry. Teammate Summoning Center. Not teammate.
Well, they took me where I wanted to go. That's the first. Mizaru actually deserves a real reward. I'll remember that later. Not actually.
After a decade.
It's been 500 years of him lying to me. Yeah, let's summon. How does this work?
So, there's like a little start thing. I'm assuming you touch the screen, and it kind of fades away. And then little options start to fly onto the screen. Now, the way this is going to work is I'm going to take a second here, and we're going to find out what these options are for you. Let me see. This will take me just a moment.
Oh, this is the best place to summon from, but we're nowhere near anybody.
All right. The first option that slides onto the screen is Sif. You see Sif's name pop up on the screen.
Can you, just for my edification, can you tell me how this summoning works again, just so I understand what I'm doing here? Because I'm not summoning Sif. I'm telling you that right now.
You're gonna have options to summon, and
but a limited amount of options.
Yes, and there's gonna be something else as well. I'll say that in a sec too. But your options are Sif. Okay, let me do that again. Your options are sorry. Your options are Sif, Folk, and then one more option. Sif, Folk, and Leaf are your 3 options for the summoning. They each have a point value. I'll read them off here. Leaf at 20k, and then Sif and Folk each at 10k. But you have to choose one.
Leaf.
But there's also at the very bottom right a little icon that says refresh, and then above it,
Hot's points.
10k. Your options are Leaf, Folk, and Sif.
Summon Leaf.
You click the Leaf icon, and then it starts ticking down from 2 minutes. 159, 158, 157.
Can we count that down sooner? I don't have all day to
we will. Are you sure? I can keep going. 152.
No, it's frozen.
Inside the center, Leaf says, "Oh, I guess it's time. How is this gonna work?" And she starts kind of looking around. "Excuse me," and she goes over to the employees. How exactly is this going to work? You're going to be summoned. Oh, from, yeah, but like, do I parachute in, or you're going to be summoned? Okay, yeah. And then there's like a minute left. All right, everybody, I'll see you soon.
Good luck.
Break a leg out there.
Thanks. And then, as soon as the countdown stops, suddenly there's like a glow, and then Leaf just like vanishes in a quick burst of light.
Brack enters a salute pose. Beam her up, Woo. And then he just salutes.
I'm sure that the summoning process is similar to the lighthouse teleportation process.
You do definitely get that impression. Yes. And then Woo, suddenly, Leaf just like in a burst of light appears in front of you. Woo!
Well, if it's anybody, I'm glad it's you.
Thanks. That was great. And great job with the Yettins as well.
You what?
Great job with the Yettins.
What are you talking about? How do you know about that?
Oh, we've been watching you this whole time.
You were what?
We've been watching you this whole time.
Since when?
Well, ever since you fell onto the island.
No, Mizaru, you fool! You told me it was a problem!
Mizaru just like shrugs.
Everyone saw that?
Everyone on our team.
Oh, no.
And probably the crowd as well, but I'm not sure. But it's fine. It was actually kind of funny, so.
No, it'll be fine when we win this game, and they won't be able to think of me that way because I'm the king of the game. You know what, Leaf? I only expected this much from you. Now I expect this much from you. I'm going to need you to win this game. You are the key.
Okay, you can count on me. We're gonna win this. We need to. So we can, and then she kind of starts talking, so we can win for the team.
No, yeah, I get it. You want to find out what's going on with Lyria and Ice here.
Woo, I think they can hear us.
Not
yes,
in here.
We definitely want to find out
Leave.
what's going
not
on.
In here.
I'm pretty sure they can. We could see you in this cave.
The little robot has eyes everywhere. And
I sure wish I had some ice cream right now.
Wu glares over at the Yettins and he's like, "Are you in league with him too?"
Yeah. Yeah, just starts jumping around and heading towards the exit.
Nah, couldn't be. They're too stupid. Okay, well, let's figure it out.
Right.
We gotta find another terminal, and we gotta find the first key.
When you do look over at the terminal, there's like a 30-minute countdown ticking down.
Is that the time between summons that we can make?
It looks like it.
So we got 30 minutes. That's actually beneficial. If we can figure out the lay of the land in the next 30 and find a lead on the next summoning terminal, we'll be in a good spot.
Agreed. Should we wait then?
No. Waiting in this damn cave isn't going to do us any good.
That's true.
There's more to find out about this island. Who knows what our opponents are doing right now. I appreciate all of you. And you all can stay here if you want to, but if you want to come on a fun adventure and have the potential to have the most fun you've ever had, come with me.
They're just having fun at the moment, but roll animal handling.
$17.
17. You get the sort of impression that they'll travel with you, just kind of having fun around you for a limited area around the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not trying to tame them. I'm trying to take them on an adventure. So that sounds perfect to me.
Okay, awesome. Leaf kind of bends down and just kind of starts talking to them as well. Now inside the room, you all are watching Leaf and Wu. But then, someone enters. The doors to the pod open up. And Oreo walks into your pod.
Oh, no.
Hello, Team Recall. Would you mind if I had a little chat?
Sure, Oreo. What you got?
And then his smile gets even
hold on.
bigger.
Hold up there, leader. Hold up.
Just hear him
If you want to chat with us, it costs an additional 25,000 points towards our current total.
I'm afraid you don't make the rules, Mr. Brack.
I'm afraid we don't make the rules either. That's just how it is.
What?
For your interest, I'm here to...
Oh my god, that put my brain on delay.
He was like, "We don't make the rules either." I'm like, I know.
For your information, that is partially why I'm here. And then his grin gets really, really big. How would you like to work together for a bit? Just a simple offer.
Work together on what?
There's a certain sponsor that wishes to see something in this game. And so, I wish to make an offer to you. And he turns to you, Jong. And a big grin appears on his monitor.
What's the offer?
And who's the sponsor?
The sponsor wishes to remain anonymous for now. However, the offer is very simple. According to our polling data, the matches that drew the most viewers, tallied up, all involved you. And so, there's a certain sponsor that wishes to make this final game interesting. My offer is simple. You will be the next person summoned into the game. And when you are summoned, we will help you find Kun Elias, and you will have a rematch that everyone will be able to view, and everyone will be sure to tune into. A final match between the Kun brothers. What do you say? There is a reward. You are the syndicate after all, correct? Turns to you, Breck.
I see what you're trying to do there. Haha, funny. But Did you really just add the killing clause simply so that they can have a death match?
Of course not. Killing always makes things more interesting for the viewers.
Quick sidebar above the table.
What's up?
Isaiah, did Zhang ever tell Eden about the deal that Oreo tried to make with him when he happened upon him and Elias before their fight?
No.
Okay.
He mentioned it briefly, but it wasn't known.
Yeah, like he mentioned that Oreo wanted to make a
Right.
deal with him, but he didn't mention what the deal was.
Got it.
right.
Got it. Okay.
Brack goes over to Jong. Jong, this is your decision to make, but from your last match with them, I thought that everything was squashed between you two.
What's in it for me, Oreo?
What's in it for you is you will be given a reward. Would you like a special item? Would you like a large number of points? Because if so, I'll double it if you kill him. A death match between Kun brothers would be even more exciting for the viewers.
Why do you want Elias killed off, Oreo?
I actually don't have a preference which one of you is killed off. I simply believe that you have the higher likelihood.
Insight check on the robot man. 17.
I need you. Okay, so roll with disadvantage.
Oh,
I meant to say that. I was thinking about it. You know.
7.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Hannah.
No, you're not.
He's a
No, you're
robot.
not.
He's a robot who speaks in like.
You
it's
said it
hard.
after I
The
rolled.
robot can't be trusted no matter what he says anyway, so it's
Oh, punt this nerd.
Yeah.
Did
you
Elias
can't tell.
agree to these terms?
Elias does not know these terms as of now.
You
But
think
I
you
will
would
be
have told Elias, Damien? Really?
Well, I mean, he doesn't care which one wins.
No, he does. If he's not going to tell Elias, then he has a dog in this hunt. Isn't that right, little robot man?
The sponsor certainly does. But I
Who's
don't
the
ask questions when I don't
sponsor?
need to.
He's not going to tell you, Eden.
I'm afraid I've already answered that question, Miss Eden.
It's a pretty interesting offer. So I can have anything I want.
Not
Convert
anything
it
you
to this
want.
game.
You'll be given a choice of items afterwards. Or a large number of points. Shall we say 200,000? We'll double it if you kill him.
Well, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Brack.
You know, Brack has a strict no killing clause, but that's just because he doesn't want to get his hand dirty. Now, you've been slaying your way through the tower, and it's not Brack's, MO to try to stop someone from doing what they want to do, as long as it's in my best interest. So I say you kill him, 200,000 points and then doubled. I mean, what's the price of a life? What's the price of his life? I don't know him.
Way more than that, Brack.
Brack, that's cold even for you. Especially for you.
But not unexpected. I'm not surprised Brack would go to bat for saving a life. What say you, Damien? What do you think?
I think that the offer is very tempting, but you will have to once again fight Elias, which, I mean, do you even want to fight Elias? I would want to fight Elias.
What I want is to win this game. Elias living or dying is quite honestly secondary.
I don't believe winning this will win us the game. I would say that we can do it our own way. No need to cut in any special deals, but either way, I'm okay with the result.
Victor?
John?
Do you have an opinion on the matter?
I'm not my brother's keeper. It's your
Is that
decision.
your way of... Okay.
Unless you wished for me to tell you what I would do in your position.
What would you do in my shoes, Victor?
He kind of leans over to you and whispers in your ear. 200k is nothing. Once we start climbing higher, we'll be making that in no time. Especially once we're B, A ranker. If we're gonna do this, we gotta make sure it's worth it. 200k is not.
Eden?
Yep.
What say you?
I feel like that's a secondary quest. And if we want to win this, the more secondary quests we take, the more we're going to get distracted from the final goal. I think you've resolved your matters with Elias. At least I thought so. And wanton killing isn't necessarily something I approve of. But, as Victor said, I'm not your keeper. So you do whatever you want.
Absolutely no surprises from any of you. Young turns around to Oreo. Oh, you heard them.
One
I'm
moment.
not taking it.
Folk interjects. We can't be serious, right?
Who are you?
Hey.
This invalidates the integrity of the game.
Who said you could talk?
Folk,
Who is he?
killing is on the table in the game, dear. Sorry. It
Can I,
fucking
Eden,
sucks.
Eden, can we, he motions you over.
Yes, Folk.
This robot is breaking the rules of the game by doing this. What if we get in trouble for this rule? What if somehow we're the victims of this? This could be catastrophic. Plus, it's just not fair for the other competitors.
Well, the other competitors can beat us just as easily, and then they'll get the reward. He's not breaking any particular rule. He's just a sponsor is sponsoring a bounty. And they're footing the bill. I don't think it necessarily breaks the game considering sponsors A, have already allowed killing, and B, have already cast their lot in making, light bearers be able to communicate.
I know killing is allowed. I understand. This whole situation just makes me nervous.
Gird your loins, kiddo. It's gonna get rough from here.
He just holds up his hands.
Plus, I trust my team. They can make their own decisions. We're a little
Volker
darker.
walks- Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Folk walks back, but were you gonna say something else?
No, Ian's just... We're a little darker than Team Loud and Proud Folk. Sorry for the culture shock.
All right. John,
Yeah?
I'll be honest with you. Do I think you should kill him? No. But it's really your decision to make. Just, if you're going to do it, 25%. I am the leader. And Brack just walks away.
Well, now with all the dramatics out the way. No, Oreo. Your deal is trash.
Oh, I must have malfunctioned for a moment. Could you repeat that?
I said no.
I see. You wish for a higher offer. I figured you would ask for that. 500,000 doubled if you kill him.
You don't need money.
Hold on now.
He saw that one bill flash.
That's $500,000 right there. Hold on.
Bruh.
It's still in the early
I'm
stages.
watching the bank account.
This all above the table. This is not Brack's
Yeah.
talking.
We don't need to sell our souls for money.
Ilios is like, I figured out how much Elias is worth.
I mean, he might kill him anyway by accident. So
oh my god.
You still wish to refuse the offer?
Yep.
That is perfectly fine. That means I will not bring it up to Elias. I figured you should be aware that the sponsor intended this, but of course we needed your approval to do so. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you good luck throughout the rest of the match. He starts skipping out of the room, and then the doors close.
Well, those targets are sure adding up quickly, aren't they?
I wonder if we could do that.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Wait, you mean the syndicate sponsors something?
Yes. We could sponsor a hit on the strongest opponent in this test.
You're talking about you want to put a head on Fluxvolk?
Huh?
Brack,
Wait.
Brack pulls
Go ahead and
Damien over. Brack
She's
pulls
the
Damien over.
strongest.
No, we don't have that kind of money. It's not in the budget. It's not in the budget. Hush, hush. Now, what we need to do is we need to figure out who just tried to pay him $500,000 to kill Elias.
And if he doubled it, that would be $1 million. And then we could sponsor it.
I mean,
Don't you love her?
What if you fake kill him? Just like, a quick toy knife into the chest, ketchup splatters all over the body.
Oh, there we go.
John doesn't strike me as the guy to carry around.
We hide
toy
Elias.
swords.
We stick him somewhere. They'll never know he even.
That's a good plan.
Sus.
That's a good plan.
Super
Victor,
sus,
they would
Victor.
know.
Super sus.
They would know. One, they're watching us everywhere, Victor. Two, where are we going to get the toy knife from, Victor? And three, we can't use ketchup. They'll know it's ketchup. They could smell it.
Bro, I'm in the process of registering the syndicate as an LLC. I have no liability in this in any of this. None of this.
Of course. Well, it's just the fact that he even offered is information enough that we should definitely keep in mind.
It
Mhm.
is.
And keep in mind that other people can sponsor to kill us as well.
Yay.
So stay safe out there.
You guys think that we're the only team to... Oh, I'm sorry. You go.
No, Sif just says you all are an interesting team, huh? Interesting bunch. Shakes her head. Go ahead.
You guys think we're the only team that's gotten an offer like that?
No.
Pretty sure T-Man has put out a hit on one of us. And I'm pretty sure that Sneff is going to sponsor one.
I don't think
And-
Sneff can, but associates sure could.
Yeah.
Well, that
So-
offer makes one thing clear. This game isn't run by any set of rules. It's run by the people with the largest pockets. We can use that. This might be easier to win than I thought.
In what way?
I don't exactly know yet. I'll have to get on the field and talk to some of these opposing teams to find out, but this is interesting.
Okay. With that said, cutting back to Wu. After leaving the cave, you're leaving the cave? Is that right?
I'm only leaving the cave if I'm being carried atop the minor Yetins, like on a little caravan, just
That's not
hoisting me up.
happening. It's not happening. They're just gathered around you. I'm sorry. It's a good idea though.
It would have been nice. Okay, now I'm slowly walking out the cave. I'm thinking to myself about what the next move is realistically, because in Wu's mind, he wasn't anticipating summoning Leaf, but he doesn't want to make Leaf feel like she wasn't to be summoned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta find another terminal. On top of that, We gotta start finding out positionings on this island for where the relics could be.
Yeah, these keys. That seems to be the focus of this test. But maybe if we. Obviously,
No.
there's no need to kill spearheads, obviously, but.
No,
Other
there's no
spearheads-
need for us to kill spearheads, but it's on the table. They might try and kill me. We gotta factor that in.
Well, of course. And also, the other spearheads will be actively looking for the keys too, and we could use that to our advantage.
Leaf, how about this? It's very simple.
Yeah?
Wasn't expected to see you here this soon, but I have full confidence in you. Take Mizoru and find one of these keys. As soon as you do, contact me and I'll meet you.
Really? I can go?
Of course you can. What do you mean, really?
Sorry, I just.
As a matter of fact, the sooner you do it, the more likely I am to survive. I don't like this
You're
lack
right.
of confidence in your voice.
Thanks, Wu. I appreciate that. But I will say this. And then she puts her hands on top of you, and there's like a light glow. And you're healed for all the damage you took from the snowballs and stuff. Stay safe out there.
Minor damage, Leaf. Minor damage. We don't talk about that. Just as soon as you find what we're looking for, tell Mizoru and tell him to dispel himself. He'll report to me immediately, and we'll figure it out.
Got it.
In the meantime, I'm going to look for another summoning portal and try and distract everybody else. As long as you can find one of the keys, we'll have a leg up.
You can
And
count
don't
on
do
me.
anything too drastic.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And she puts on
I
a
believe
confident
you.
smile. All right, be back soon. And then she
Mizoru,
runs-
if anything happens to her, it'll be the 2 monkey brothers, not the 3. You understand?
Just one single sweat drop down his face as he chases after Leaf.
Now run along.
Okay, what do you choose to do now?
So I'm outside the cave, right?
Yes, you are.
I am going to look with my observer for any signs of other regulars or like leads on another summoning terminal with my observer.
Got it. Go ahead and make that roll.
Ooh, you love to see it. So 0, 4 plus 2, 22.
22. So I'm gonna say that the area outside the cave is actually a better sort of place for you to use the observer. It's a better, it's got better range. There's multiple areas you're able to sense. So with this observer roll, let me pop this up here. You're able to sense that, as far as you're aware, that same feeling of like disturbance at finding something is not present in any nearby area. But what you are able to tell is that to the south of here, or down on the map, is a beach area. To the north, the snow starts to dissipate, like I said, but you can also see that there's a lake to the north. To the east, you start to see some trees, and to the west, you're also starting to see some trees, but they look a little more dead. So you're able to get a brief little snapshot of the surrounding area.
Let me go towards the dead trees. That witch will be there.
Dead trees, sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna skip you forward through here. I'll describe this. Once you head towards that area, there is a moment where there's a line of white, snow-covered trees that are like blocking your path. What do? They're all kind of gnarled and entangled together.
Like directly in front of my...
Yeah.
Like, is it something that like I could affect if I physically interacted with it, or could I just bypass it? Because
You
like
could try to climb through it, over
what
it.
if I just fly over it?
You could try, yeah. That sounds good.
Nah, I don't try. Something is of importance here. I'm gonna try and detangle it.
Like break it.
Yeah, I'll whack it with my with
Sure.
my stuff and try and detangle it.
That'll make it. You know, just roll damage. You don't have to make an attack roll. Just roll damage.
Like D8.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 4.
A 4. So you hit the trees with your staff, and they just kind of shake, and with the force from your blow, the tree starts to kind of split, and a couple of branches and such fall to the ground. It seems like it would require another couple of hits.
Am I spending TP on this?
No, these are just normal attacks.
I'll just run it. Yeah, but I want to break it.
Okay.
That was 6.
Okay. One more huge blow, and now it's like the trees have these huge holes in them. They're getting very fragile now, very about to collapse and form a path for you. One more blow.
Another 6.
Okay. With one last blow, you knock the trees back, off, and they kind of blow back, and they all fall to the ground, and now you're able to kind of climb on top of them and cross this area.
Please tell me there's something of value here. If I did all this thing for nothing. Do I see anything?
One sec. Other Joe just dropped.
His package came in, bro.
His-
Don't mind him.
Don't
Finally
say that.
he's here.
Don't say that. That's not why. So yeah, you're able to cross through the area, and it leads pretty much directly towards the area with the dead trees. For some reason, the map is not cooperating. Give me a moment. It doesn't really matter. Okay. You're able to cross through here. There's more cliffs and there's more snow falling, but right as you're about to approach this area with the dead trees, suddenly roll perception, but roll perception.
That's an 8.
You don't notice it right away,
Notice what?
but eventually you do hear something, this huge sound, as you turn and look, and over near where you were previously, over in the direction of the cave, suddenly down the mountain, huge piles of snow just like start falling. Massive amounts of snow start sliding down the mountain, and you can hear the snow sliding down, and then finally there's a huge sound as it stops finally, and just a huge amount of snow flies into the air off in the distance.
Is Leaf in that direction?
No.
I'm out. I have no desire to figure out what that was. Let me keep moving where I was moving.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. You find yourself in a swamp. A swampy area where the ground is very wet, partially probably from the snow that's kind of also in the surrounding area. The trees and everything block out the shade from the sunlight, the light that you would normally get. And any amount of water that you see looks more purple than clear or whatever. And you just hear this like bloop, 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 like bubbling sounds coming from it. And the whole area just gives off a very, very, very quiet, eerily quiet vibe in this swamp.
Can I roll perception to see if there's any other regulars in the vicinity?
Yeah.
Ian?
13. You listen very closely. You try to examine your surroundings. As of now, nothing.
Witch, I know you're here. I know for a fact that you're here. It'd be so much easier if we could just work together and figure this out before you send your weird mist out, and then we have to deal with this whole thing, and then who knows what shape I'm gonna be in when we gotta fight later. Just come out, okay?
No response.
Who grabs his staff and gets into a fighting stance. Now, if you don't respond to me in the next 5 seconds, whoever you are, I will kill you. 5, 4, 3, 2, Wu enters an attack stance and tries to seek out any living thing that's in his vicinity to attack.
Okay, roll perception again. To see.
Hey, that's an 18.
18. You're in your attack stance. You're looking around, sure that there's something around. The closest thing that you get is that in the nearby swampy water, there's some kind of twisted, malformed crocodile with like mushrooms growing out of its head that's just like lying there staring at you.
I see it.
Yeah.
Ew.
Thanks. And it's quite small for a crocodile.
Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to disturb you. I thought saw one of your kindred spirits out here, you know? She doesn't bathe either. But it's okay. I'll just keep it moving. Yeah, just you do you. I'm just gonna walk over here.
Okay. So you continue deeper into the swamp?
Yep. I have no choice.
Fair enough. Okay. You start to walk deeper into the swamp, hearing these little bubbling noises and occasionally like little creatures. And you even notice a couple of other crocodiles that look like that, just waiting in the water. Some of them that notice you, some that don't. But as you get deeper into the swamp, since you're on such high alert, you do start to hear a sound behind you. The sound of footsteps and clearly some sort of armor clanking.
You're too loud to track me. How many of you are there? Please don't tell me it's just you. Please, I beg you, don't tell me it's just you.
I must say. And you see Jerry's walking up to you from a distance. I didn't expect a rematch so soon. Spearhead of Team Recall.
Are you actually the spearhead, Jerry's? Or did they summon you already?
I am indeed the Spearhead.
And I take it you heard about the new killing clause.
Indeed I did, but that is not why I walk up to you now. That is not why I seek battle. I seek battle to set right my mistakes. To set right where I stumbled.
Aries, you lost where I could easily have.
It was a good
I want
match.
nothing more than a rematch with you, but now is not the time. If you want to fight me, let's do it after we figure out the stakes of this game, because there's a lot more going on here. And knowing you're a man of honor, you wouldn't fight me when I'm at my weakest, would you?
You're right about one thing. You were a worthy opponent, and I feel no shame in losing to you. However, and he draws his two katanas. I know that you are not at your weakest. In fact, I can only sense that you grow stronger each day. Something I aspire to. So, let us, and as he says that, a deafening sound lands near you. Just a huge, like, it's like an explosion in your eardrums. Like a, just like, so suddenly. And some of the trees near you just, like, crumble immediately and just hit the ground from the force. And Jarius immediately puts up two of his hands, the two that aren't holding the katanas.
I kind of look at Jarius like, is that you? Like, what's going on?
He just looks perplexed towards the force.
He the spearhead, they said. I wasn't looking forward to it too until that fat bastard came back and said death to them all, and now I'm here. It's fine. Who is it?
You start hearing machine noises. And everything's kind of starting to settle a little bit. And then from the trees, this giant monstrosity just starts to poke its head above the trees that have fallen. And it's just like it's a massive, massive mechanical robot. colored red and gold. And it's just kind of staring down at you and Jerry's. 30 feet tall. Must weigh multiple tons. With a sort of square head and round shoulders. And massive arms. It doesn't have anything else that you can see as far as a weapon. And it's just glaring down at you. Jerry's just staring at it. What is that?
The little robot's bringing out all the stops. So, you still want to fight?
He looks back towards you. I suppose our rematch can be put on hold. And then he draws a third weapon, the spear. What do you say to a temporary alliance?
I never wanted to fight you again in the first place. Not so soon anyway, Jerry's. Having you on my side would be a great reassurance. But put your other arm down. Let's relax for a moment. This is nothing but a minor annoyance. Can I roll animal handling?
Animal handling? For what?
Yeah. I want to call the Yetin group back.
Go ahead. Roll.
18?
18? You how are you calling them? Just like
Woo just whistles.
whistle? Sure. Okay.
A loud whistle.
The whistle echoes as far as it can. No response as of now, but you're fairly confident that you might receive some help at some point.
And then, under his breath, Wu says, if only the king persona could handle this one. I needed him to. Whatever. Jerry's.
Turns towards you.
Stand back. Let me handle this.
This foe is strong, and he's glaring at it very seriously. You're going to need my aid, Wu. Don't get cocky now. You have to stay alive for our rematch, after all. I'm helping whether you like it or not.
I appreciate the help. Just when I save your life, don't, feel like we can't have that rematch.
He nods. Now, while this is happening, inside the pod, you all have just seen this. And you hear Oreo say, "Ha ha ha! What is this? Another gift from one of our sponsors! Oh my! A very generous gift, it seems! This will be quite fun! In fact, will this be what takes out two of our spearheads at once? What in God's name?"
Well, that confirms it.
We just got punished for saying no.
We wouldn't put on the show, so somebody else will.
Yep.
Sif gets up and starts to walk towards the screen. Put me in. Summon
How-
next. Can you call Damien? Make the pact and communicate with our spearhead and tell
Whoa,
him
whoa,
to
whoa,
summon
whoa,
me.
whoa. Relax. Do you
I
recognize
can
that
disable the
robot?
machine. If you
How?
send me in, I can disable this.
How?
Can Eden roll perception if this is Bo's machine?
Yep.
Or something similar? 15.
Machine, it's hard to tell. It looks quite
Okay.
different from the ones you fought.
Okay.
But Sif does seem to have a personal reason for saying this. A reason that she's not stating as of now.
Eden shoots a look over at her. Is this Bo?
I can disable them.
So that's a yes.
So that's going to cost us $60K to get you onto the field.
Hold on. This doesn't make any sense. It's a robot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Red and yellow. Square head, round shoulders. Big, 30 feet.
Can't be him, it can't. It doesn't make any sense. Sif,
What do you mean?
must be wrong. All I said is that I can disable it. I didn't say anything else. Next chance we get, we gotta put me in.
We're at 180k right now. Will we be down to?
60K.
We would be losing 60? No, that's not
Takes
right.
10k to summon her, 50k for you to communicate with Wu to get her out there.
It'd only be 50k, wouldn't it?
No,
40,
60K.
It would be 40k for the 1/4 because we spent.
It's of the
20K.
maximum point.
The
total.
maximum total. So when they offered it, it's 52k to make that deal.
I mean, I can offer an alternative. I just hit the robot super hard and kill it in one hit.
Can we please be serious about this?
I am serious.
I think he is serious.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's necessary. I don't think we send Sif out,
What?
giving them exactly what they want. Think about this for a second. Why did that robot enter the field exactly when it did? When did it happen? Right after I turned the deal down, no? What do you
Right.
think they want, Sif?
They want us to panic and spend more money than we can't get as many people out.
If this can give us
Exactly.
information about the young master's whereabouts, I need to get out there.
The only thing this is going to tell us is that they have all kinds of pull between these sponsors, which we already know.
How could he be a sponsor? Doesn't make any sense.
He's not
Look,
a
I mean-
sponsor. He's being sponsored by somebody, but that's beside the point. Zhang's right.
Exactly.
panic
That doesn't matter
now.
right now.
Yeah. If we panic now,
Listen, right now, we trust in Wu and we trust in Jerry's. I don't know how well this guy Jerry's is with alliances, but his life is on the line just as much as Wu's. They can take this robot and move on. The only way we beat them at this game is by not playing into their hands.
Sif,
Stay calm.
they're right. We shouldn't get rash. We could completely ruin this test for not just Team Recall, but for our team as well. We will find Bo.
Think of it this way. The robot, even if it gets destroyed, is still going to be there. So feel free to check it out after.
If
And
they
regardless-
survive.
and
They'll
if they
survive.
don't, then that's on them. But regardless, you'll know that they're on this floor. And that's
Plus,
a better
I'm
lead
kinda
than you
curious.
probably had for years.
I'm kind of curious about something. They're able
What?
to beat this robot. I wonder exactly how much resources these sponsors have. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they're looking for big pockets, right? How deep do you think these pockets go?
I think they go really deep.
Mr.
But not infinitely.
Supreme Leader of the Syndicate, Brack Bronson, Damon as a bow. What do you think about this in your wisdom and intelligence?
I think if it is the kid, Wu could take him down. There's nothing but a big piece of scrap metal. And on top of that, he has basically the Beyblade himself and the purple dragon. So I got them taking down the robot. Sif, you don't need to go out there. Let's just let it play out. Worst case scenario, they have to run away, they get to another summoning station, and we're good. And either way, we can't guarantee that you'll pop up in the next pool.
But this. And then, as she's saying that, the doors open up to your room again. But this time, it's not Oreo. A man walks into the room, and he says something to the guards. Their eyebrows are raised, but they let him pass. And the man who you don't recognize walks up to you, Eden. Hello. May I have a word? And we're going to take our break there. Yeah, we're going to take our break there. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching so
Don't-
far. We're halfway through. Leave a like if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the series and the episode. And we're going to take our break. Enjoy the memes, enjoy the fan art. Thank you all so much for your submissions, and we'll be right back.
I'm a cliffhanger again.
I'm gonna get you out of there. I'm gonna do everything it takes to make sure you get out of there. You don't belong in there.
It was me all along. Johnson Smith.
What? It's Johnson Smith, the CEO at the beginning of the movie. Remember?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Bet you didn't expect him to be the bad guy.
What's his name again?
Johnson Smith.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's really cool.
He's the CEO of Johnson.
Yeah, that's really something.
I don't know. I never counted. I am not really a math guy, you know. Oh, wow, what a great idea.
Not.
And just like that, we are back. Welcome everybody to Towers and Gods. Appreciate all of the memes and fan art, which were very awesome and funny, and just, you're all so talented. I want to thank you for submitting, because you popped off this week. As always, thank you, Light, for posting the link to the Discord. If you would like to join the Discord and submit your own memes and fan art, you are more than welcome to. The link is in chat and down in the description. We'd love to see what you submit, and we'd also love to see your discussion. There's always a ton of discussion going on all the time. Chat says, one of my mods, U2, says, Smack Daddy, can we sponsor? You want to sponsor something that happens in auto battle? Is that what you wish? Message me.
Break out the wallets.
Holy, that's a crazy idea.
I'm glad you asked, chat. Bid starts at 10K.
We'll be in touch, for sure. We'll be in touch. Yeah. But yeah, we'd appreciate it if you left a like. We'd really appreciate that support. And please go support all these amazing people in the chat, or in the description. All their links are down below. I saw some people in here who were wondering what this was. This is D&D plus Tower of God, in case you were wondering. And please go support and follow all these people down here, because they are all super talented. And I'm sure they would appreciate the support from you too. But Lazy Broke Weed gives 5 coins. We're getting Omniscient Reader now. Okay, I like it. Perfect. Okay, awesome.
That's main was that Damien one with the Joker.
You see, we live inside a game.
I like that.
We don't talk about that.
Reality.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna move past that. Okay, we're gonna cut back here. Hannah, are you here?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'll just sat back down. I was like, oh.
Sorry, I started and I didn't realize you weren't back here. So.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So we're gonna cut back, and I'm gonna say like the battle probably has already begun on the monitor, but Eden, your attention is on this because this person who walked in walks right up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a brief description here. Give me a moment. Okay. So what you notice about this guy is he smiles at you. He's got a big wide like scar on his jaw on one side of his face. He has this like kind of messy aloof brown hair, and he's wearing a jacket. He just walks over to you, and then the 2 workshop employees kind of follow him, and they say, "Sir, you really shouldn't." No, it's okay. I'm on orders from Jahad's army, actually. Your name is Eden, correct?
Yes, sir.
You are in trouble with Jahad's army, I'm afraid, and you've broken a rule here on the floor that they've just become aware of. I'm afraid you're going to have to come with me.
Excuse me, sir. Nice suit, nice tie. I know you're not wearing either, but we need our leader.
Oh, she'll be back momentarily, as long as everything goes smoothly with the law. We have to ensure that everything goes well, but this is directly under the orders of...
What rule did she break? I heard you say a rule.
I think it's only fair that you tell us exactly what rule she broke before you take her away in the middle of this test.
Right.
Agreed.
I'm afraid I'm under direct orders from Vice Squadron Commander Scopio Balrock.
Why does he have to be a leader?
Can I insight check him to see if he's lying about his connection to Scopio?
Yeah, do so with with disadvantage.
Damn, he's a double disadvantage.
Joe's like, never insight check again, Hannah. Shut up.
Isn't double disadvantage?
I rolled double 4s.
It is Joe.
I rolled 2 different die at the same time, and they're both 4. I'm like, okay.
I told you to use roll 20. I told you.
What's mattered? It's double disadvantage. Joe doesn't want me to learn things.
You're right.
I'm afraid you have to come with me. And also you, my friend. He looks over at Haborios, who's reading his book. Excuse me. And then Haborios looks up. You have also broken a law, I'm afraid, and you'll have to come with me, if only for a few moments.
Can I go to the workshop in place? Doesn't this like kind of completely undermine you guys? Are you? Is that okay?
The workshop employees. We didn't hear anything about this. Oh, sure. I have a written consent form here from Scopio Balrock. Hands on a piece of paper.
Oh boy.
I mean, doesn't his authority not? In the middle of a test, I mean. It doesn't hold a candle to this, right? The workshop is this grand, illustrious thing.
The guards just look at it. We'll have to report this. Oh, of course, it's already been reported. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry,
One second,
we didn't
real quick.
catch your name.
Name's Noah. And when he
What's your
smiles, you
rank?
realize he's like missing a couple teeth on his.
What's your rank? What's your rank?
I'm an A rank regular.
No. What's your rank in the army?
I'm sorry.
If you're on orders from Scopio Balrock, the vice commander of Jahad's army, you have to have a rank of some sort, yes?
I'm afraid I'm just a common soldier, ma'am.
Yeah, but you didn't lead with your actual rank.
Of course not. You asked my name. Now I'm afraid you're gonna
No,
have to
and
come
then
with
I asked,
me
and then I
now.
asked.
And he's
Hold
looking
up.
at you very intently. He gives you like his eyes are wider than normal. Go ahead, Brack.
Sir. 1 second, real quick. Can I talk with Hobo real quick?
By all means.
Hobo, come here. Huddle up with me. All right.
He's like
now,
looking up from his book. Do you know what's going on?
I have absolutely no clue, but you're about to go in there and you're a light bearer. What I need for you to do is leave one of your lighthouses behind, and I don't know how you're going to make this work, but we're going to need like some sort of connection so that we can see what's going on in
I
there.
think I know what I did.
What did you do?
I bought an illegal book.
You think this is about?
They finally found me. Took them years. I knew it would happen eventually.
Fucking kid.
Throw him on a team with Flip Flop and Bug and get them out of my hair.
You know what, Noah? Above the table, you can keep him. You don't even have to worry about bringing him down. Bro. You can keep him.
You know what? He's goaded because I believe him, but he's never. He's never getting summoned anyway.
All right, so let's say that this is about a book, okay? Just please leave your lighthouse out here and just somehow make a connection to this lighthouse and you guys in that room, if you can. Turn on the intercom. Something. Just let us be able to hear.
I can't just do that, but I can try.
That's all I ask. Just give it the old try.
All right.
All right.
He just kind of shrugs. Now,
Max slaps him on the back end. He goes, all right, get out there.
now with you, Eden, Noah. Oh, sorry. You know what? I think I do have a rank. He pulls up his pocket. What is it again? Oh, there it is. Private First Class Noah Leak at your service. Now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take you along, but you'll be back momentarily as long as we get this problem sorted out with the two of you. Looks at Hoborios. And, of course, the third person who's broken the rules. All will be explained momentarily. Now, come along. And you can tell he's starting to, if you don't come along, there might be problems.
We'll see you in a little bit.
What up? Is Sif still there?
Yeah.
She's a scout, right? Above the table.
Yeah.
Hey.
Not
Hey.
happening. No.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
I just like, no.
It's like wandering to everything.
We haven't known Sif long, but she knows.
You don't even know what I'm going to ask you. All I said was, hey.
I have to watch this match. This fight is of paramount importance, and I do not have time for anything else. Would you like some tea? Here you are. She hands you a mug, a glass. Now, please, leave me alone.
You got some Mopey Bang jerky?
This girl's priorities are all over the place, bro.
No, I don't have Mopey Babe jerky. No, please, leave me.
Like just holds the tea, like one pinky up, like thank you, and he just walks away.
It tastes horrible. It's like burned.
What's up, Frog? How the hell was shit made?
I assume she, had in a resume and put in a job interview and stuff, like a normal thing.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
Are you gonna drink that tea?
There you go, little buddy. Enjoy.
Thank you.
So he leads you, and before you go, Victor just kind of nods at you, Victor, but he doesn't say anything, or nods at you, Eden.
Victor nodded at
He nods
himself
at
as
himself.
totally in character. He's like, yeah,
Pulls
go
the
me.
mirror out and he's just like,
Let's go.
He's just nodding. What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, the man leads you out of the doors. The workshop employees just start like contacting someone on their pocket, and he starts leading you and Hiborios down the hall. And for once, Hiborios has his book under his arm, and you're walking like next to him, but the man isn't speaking as of now. He has his hands behind his back, walking.
Eden's just keeping high perception on Hiborios, Noah, and anything else around them, and also trying to keep like a mindful perspective on like where she's being led, directions, turns, hallways, any indications of if she had to re-navigate this, that she could make her way back.
Sure.
Or notice any other information from like if there's other teams in other pods, doors, things like that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the first thing to notice is that it's only a couple of turns before he takes you through a room that you have never accessed before. It leads like down another hallway, so like clearly this is somewhere sort of back, in the workshops, secret rooms or whatever, or at least employee only. And he starts taking you down the hall, still not talking as of now. Hiborios says, "Hey, do you know what this is about?
Not a clue.
Did you buy something bad too? Something on the black market?"
No. What did you?
He looks around. Don't tell anybody. Spectres of the King. God.
Say Victors of the King?
Inspectors of the
Spectre,
King.
just specters.
Spectre?
Oh, Spectre.
Spectres of the King.
Spectres of the King. Spectres of the King. It's not allowed anymore. Outlawed by Jahad himself. I found
What's
a
it about?
Jahad's deepest, darkest secrets.
And what would that be?
It's a good read. I can't
Summary.
speak about it now. But I'll
Why?
give you a copy if you want to read it.
So
made
I can get in
copies.
trouble too?
This one isn't a physical copy, the one that I would send you. I copied it all down into my pocket, and I can send you a copy if you're interested. Then we could have a
Sure.
book club, and we could talk more about it. I think that'd be very interesting.
She like
Hold on.
stiffens at the mention of a book club.
this is the most this kid's talked in forever, bro.
You lost me at the book club, huh?
Dude,
Look.
hold on. This man is Genesis. This man is Genesis from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh crap, you're right. Yo, watch out if he starts quoting poetry. Get out of there.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
You'll know when you hear it.
Okay.
Are you interested?
Sure.
Okay. And by the way, I'll do it for free. I just need someone to talk to about this. And then you keep walking.
Is he abnormally like serious?
Yeah.
All right.
You keep walking down the hall, and eventually you reach another door. This time, it seems like the man leading you has to. He pulls up something, puts in a number, and the door
What's
opens
the number?
up. He does it at very, very, very quick speed.
She was like, "You don't get information." I got it.
Perception at disadvantage.
Why is everything I do at disadvantage?
Use roll 20. Come on.
3.
Okay.
I'm not even adding my modifiers because it doesn't matter.
He leads you through the door, and then once the two of you are through, he shuts it. And then he stops and turns around. My name is Noah Leek, a soldier from Jahad's army. and someone who works under Scopio Balrock and thereby under Longinus. I came here with them, with my squadron.
Wait, the whole squadron's here?
Just a part of it.
How many we talking?
A couple dozen. I'm sent here because we'd like you to do something for us.
And so I take it it has nothing to do with breaking a rule of Jahad.
No, of course not. You didn't break any rules. I may have made something. Scopio may have made something up, but don't worry. It'll be cleared from your records momentarily.
Lovely. And what is it that you need our esteemed help with? Private leak.
There's an area of the testing area. There's an area that I am supposed to guide you to. An area that is heavily watched and heavily secured. Once you arrive at this area, I will ask you to help me disable something. Once we do that, we'll be able to leave and return within just a few short minutes.
All right. If you can guarantee my protection and more importantly my team's protection, sure.
Of
Anything
course.
you want.
I'm an A-rank regular after all. Not quite a ranker, but I'll be there soon. Gives a toothy grin.
Feels like you could beat Milla. She's an A rank too.
Not a chance. She's from the Yan family.
He really has been going on this whole time. I'm like, keep it together, keep it together.
There's something happening behind the scenes that we need to get to the bottom of. And so this mission has to be pretty elusive. We have to be elusive and not be caught. And if we are caught, well, mission failure. But the risk should be worth the reward. I believe Scopio may have said that this is some kind of test for you specifically.
All right.
Borealis just says, what is going on? Can I... Oh, you, my friend. We needed a light bearer. If you could follow me. And he turns and continues walking down the hall. Why didn't they take the frog guy?
I don't know.
I guess we have no choice.
Orders from Jahad. You can't really argue with him, can you?
I wonder if he's read Spectres of the King. He seems like he knows stuff.
Aborios, I'm gonna give you a little life advice here, hun. Get your nose out of those books. Start looking at the world around you a little bit. And maybe touch some grass.
But there's nothing wrong with reading Spectres of the King, though.
But I'm interested in the book. But I think it has less to do with the book and more about whatever their goals and objectives are. So we need to be on our toes and focused.
Understood. I'll follow you. I'll cover our rear and make sure no one's following
You
us.
stand right beside me.
Okay. He walks beside you.
I would say in Eden's mind, she's like, I've been backstabbed by enough Povedals. And she's like, nope, you're not standing anywhere behind me.
Okay. Walking down. A couple more curves. And this area back here is definitely like off limits. Like you know you're not supposed to be back here. And even he's probably not supposed to be back here. Noah. It's all dark and the lights aren't on. There's like a couple of... I would say that when the lights start to get dimmer is when Noah turns on a flashlight on his pocket.
Bless you.
Thank you. I muted on
You're
OBS. Let's go.
There you go.
After enough walking, after a few more twists and turns, and maybe about 5 minutes, there's somebody else that he reaches, that you all reach. Finally, when can I go? Can you see Astrid?
What the? Okay.
Why? What's going on? Why are you here now?
We were summoned.
Let me guess, you broke a law too.
Apparently. They
She
won't
just
tell us what it
glares.
is, though.
She just glares at Noah. I'm sure Commander, Vice Squadron Commander Scopio Balrock will certainly come up with a good excuse. Now, if you all could follow me. Okay, now we're gonna cut to a certain someone who's in the middle of a swamp fighting a giant robot. You guys get... Never mind. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. I'm trying to reveal the air.
I was gonna send you something, but it's too late.
Oh, you can if you want. I still have to add something.
No, it's fine. It'll be fun. I can just.
It'll be fine. Perfect. All right, Woo. I'm going to need you to roll initiative for me. Let me do this.
Why is it so far away? And what did I roll? What is this? Why is it so, dude? Why is it dark themed? I have no light. I can't see anything. I'm wearing sunglasses.
Can you not see anything?
why did you dark theme it? Hold on.
I didn't. You should be able to see.
I know. Whatever. I figured it out.
Oh, you did? Okay, thank God.
Okay. Initiative. 11.
11. Jerry's is about right here. 11. All right. Let me see here.
I like zoom this at like the right angle so I can see everything. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we can also just describe and it'll work too. I don't have an icon for this yet. I might get one eventually. Let me add this here, and then people will be able to see. Thank you for your patience, everybody. All right. So, this is roughly where it is. Okay.
So we're at icon wise?
Yep, pretty much. He's probably like a little back here, and all the trees around him have been knocked down completely, so you can step on them and be okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me roll here. What was your initiative? 14, you said?
11.
Oh, 11. So, the first to move is this giant robot. And it, like, straightens up, and then you see, like, some kind of shield cover up its entire body. That's its turn. Your turn now, Woo.
Yes. I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Like, so they have to like walk down this little straight here.
Who's they?
The robots.
It's just one massive robot.
Okay.
It's I described it as like it's 30 feet, right? Yeah.
So this circle is indicative of where it's
one giant robot.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna use body reinforcement,
Okay.
and then I will approach Jerry's about here and wait.
Approach him just like to stand next to him.
I'm gonna say something. I just want to.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
All right. What do you think we should do?
It's clear that this foe is quite a strong one. We should corner it, flank it, and find its weak point. Once we do that and just deactivate its shield, we can take it down.
All right. I can keep it occupied. Once you identify the weak point, strike at it.
He nods.
And then I will use. Actually, no. I'll chill here. I'll chill here for now.
He'll chill there for now. Okay. So, at this point, Jerry's has 3 weapons drawn. He jumps forward up to its leg and then strikes with all 3 of his weapons. All 3 of which do hit, but all 3 attacks just seem to bounce off of the shield. So he then kind of jumps back a little bit to get a better view. It's the robot's turn. It starts making this noise as it's like turning its head. And then it just like smashes its fists together and then charges at you, Woo. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
What are you doing?
He's just swinging back and punching you as hard as it can. This 30-foot, multiple-ton robot.
It's not worth. It's not worth it. Yeah, I'll take the hit.
Alrighty. Let me see here. 12 damage, but you can roll a d4 and reduce that.
That's why I had to reinforce, bro. 2.
Okay, so take
So
10 damage. 10 bludgeoning.
Oh my god. Do you remember Goliath?
Yeah.
That's what this. That's what this.
Giving you Goliath vibes.
Alright, cool.
Those are the good old days.
Alright, so whose turn is it now?
Okay, so now it is back to your. No. Yeah, back to your turn.
Alright, I'm going to do 2 things. One, I'm going to spend the SP to summon. Well, Mizuru is already out, so I'm just going to use his technique specifically.
So you're gonna like recall Mizuru back to you.
Yeah,
Try to block this robot.
I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you probably won't be able to blind it.
I don't
just
think I'll be able
based
to
on
blind
the way
it.
it's operating.
I don't think I'll be able to do any of these things. All right, fine.
Bad matchup.
It is a pretty bad matchup. I think what I do here is I second wind and I cloud somersault full action.
Absolutely. So go ahead and do that.
Dude, I'm running out of SP. Isn't good. So for second win, I roll. Okay, so I get 11 back.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna cloud somersault and hover in the air above where the robot is.
Yeah, sounds good. Cloud somersault. You're in the air. The robot is. So how high does cloud somersault go? I'm trying to look here.
35 feet.
So you could be a few feet above the robot, but yeah.
Yeah, I just want to be like in its airspace, kind of like
Sure.
zipping. Yeah, you know how you always describe how like it's not a stagnant battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like zipping around, peppering it with like minigun hits, not really doing much damage type.
Yeah, of course. There's all kinds of stuff happening for sure. Makes sense. Okay, Jarius' turn. He runs behind the robot and like jumps up and starts attacking the back of it. Okay, he gets in some good hits. Spear goes in, and you can see the barrier around the robot like shimmering every time Jarius hits it, but it's still not broken. Jarius lands on the ground. It has to have a weak point, but we're not going to be able to damage it unless we find it. It's the robot's turn. It's going to like swivel the top half of its body and then punch towards Jarius. Its legs haven't moved though.
Am I within range
Of what?
of the blow towards Jerry's?
In range? How so? Like within in range of the robot? In range of
Like to deflect, if I wanted
No,
to.
I would. The attack is over here, so I don't believe so.
Okay, then I'm not doing nothing.
Okay. The robot punches down, and with all 3 of his weapons, Jarius blocks. And the robot pulls the fist away. And you can see, like, he took the blow, but he's grimacing. Definitely grimacing after that happened.
We might be a little outclassed here.
Your turn.
I'm going to do more than I promised him that I would do, because he's scaring me, bro. But I don't know if I want to spend all this now either. I'm just gonna bonus action minigun him from where I'm at, and I'm gonna hit him with a basic strike while descending.
Okay, sounds good. So you're descending.
So minigun 3.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
you have to roll to hit first.
Oh, for the minigun bonus action? Is
Yeah.
it? 17.
That hits.
All right. So can I keep the 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 for the minigun, and then roll the hit for the strike.
Yes.
12? No.
No. Doesn't hit.
So I'll just descend right behind it.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good. So while this is all happening, the two of you are just doing your best trying to find something here. I'm gonna quick roll. Okay. I may have seen something, says Jerry's. But I need more time.
How much more time is more time, Jace?
As much as is needed. And he says that, and his fourth arm goes back.
And I smirk at him. I'm just like, well, it better not be so long that I finish it myself before you're ready.
And he pulls out the weapon, and his eyes go white. And you feel like your heart kind of like pound faster for a minute as this aura just starts gathering around Jerry's. And his weapon flips out into a halberd. And he attacks it. Okay. He's starting to move around at very, very quick speeds. He runs up the robot at one point, and then with his halberd, he manages to briefly break through the barrier and land into the metal of the robot through its armor. And then he pulls it out, and the barrier kind of reassembles. And then Jerry's jumps back down. He's trying to control himself.
All right, relax, big. I see you. Just take a breath. We'll get through this together.
Okay, I'm going to say this is happening. You all are in the pod watching this. Eden and Hiborios are no longer there. Sif is like right up against the monitor watching all of this happen. Her hands are like clenched.
Hey, what did I tell you there, Sif? You gotta trust in the team. Brack leans back towards Damien. Wu can't take another hit like that.
He definitely cannot. But I still believe in him.
Same.
We gotta get in there, says Folk. Maybe... Do you think Leaf could come and help them?
Fine, I took a second win, bro. Relax, above the table. I'm good.
He's like, stop with the slander, please.
No. Little Leaf will probably be needed later on. Let's let these two work out this goddamn gigantic robot. Yo, where's that kid? What has he been eating? How did he make that?
Plus, let's not forget, we still got a goal to accomplish here. Those keys need to be found.
Oh my, there is a lot of... And he appears on the monitor, Oreo. There is a lot of interesting things happening here. Multiple skirmishes all across Cataclysm Isle. We even already have some casualties. This is becoming interesting. Now, we have a sponsor who just interjected with a rule, and it's a rule that I really wanted to add to the game anyway to help save some of our allies, because the game can't end this soon. Our spearheads can't go down this easily. Our wonderful sponsor, Thaddeus from the 21st floor, has now interjected with an offer. And you see, Damien, you see your old boss in the crowd. He kind of gives a little wave, and immediately there's a little sponsorship for Dio Mart at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, good. This can't possibly go wrong. He likes Wu, I'm sure.
The rule is simple. Were you gonna say something? Okay.
No.
Okay. The rule is simple. There will still be a 2-minute summoning time, but for a limited time. Teammates may summon themselves to the spearhead. However, it will cost 1.5 times their point value. I repeat, 1.5 times their point value, and only for a limited time. If teammates wish to summon themselves to their spearhead's aid, you may do so. And when he says that, everyone's point values pop up. For your monitor, you see your own point values.
Wait, I need clarification. So does this mean that people can opt to summon themselves to me
Yeah,
for 1.5?
times their normal rate.
If any of you summon yourself to me for 1.5, I swear to God, I will kill you on the spot.
So, point values are as follows. Brack at 25,000. Damien at 20,000. Jong. Give me a sec. Jong at 30,000. Victor at 20,000. Eden at 25,000. Silyong at 50,000. Sith at 10,000. Hoborios at 15,000. And Folk at 10,000. If you need me to repeat a value, please let me know.
Or you can ask me, I'll wrote them all down too.
Perfect.
So if we summon Eden,
Also, hold on. Hard pause. We can summon everybody with the amount of points that we have. Doesn't matter. We don't have to entertain this whole rule. We can just summon everybody. Everybody is within the value.
that's weird.
I don't know if that's
a pretty
true.
good
if it's
point
at-
that goes
if it's
to
at-
Almost everybody. We're not counting the lesser.
I am pretty sure you had those numbers wrong. So, currently you summoned Leaf. How many points do you have left? Someone kept track, right?
187,000.
Yeah.
187,000.
Eden and I were 37,500. I think Chong is worth 45,000. So
I'm 20. I'm only 20k without
You're worth
the
30.
bonus. Oh, I'm worth 30? Oh.
yeah, because
It's 20
1.5.
Yeah.
Times 1.5.
Right. So we're like at 100 just off of that.
Everyone, says Sif. I'm one of the cheapest ones here. Send me in. We won't have a better chance than this. Send me in.
Well, 15,000? Are you really worth 15,000?
I mean, it's only 15,000.
The kid with the book is worth 15 already.
I mean,
I
but
see.
he got lighthouses.
I mean, we can send her in, or I can one-shot this robot.
I'm
Damien,
down there,
you're
Frog.
missing the point. It's not about beating the robot. All right, if we
It's about saving
use
the
up-
team, of course.
yes, but we don't. That means we don't have to win this fight. You don't even have to do it.
Fine, bro. You don't have to intervene in this fight. The fight is fine. Don't take Oreo's bait. Oreo is a schemer.
I mean, we get a free summon basically. It is a really good deal to
cheaper
do, because we don't
summon.
have to wait. We don't have
It's-
the 2-minute
people in
timer
the
doesn't
pod talk.
apply, right?
But what we're not accounting for is if we want to use any refreshes. That's going to cost extra points.
There's
What
no,
if a moment comes up where we need to summon someone and we can't?
I mean, this opportunity isn't gonna happen again, and we get to ignore the summon timer, which means we'll be able to summon another person even sooner. It's completely worth it, even if we summon anyone.
There is still a timer until they're summoned in. But there's no clarification on whether afterward there's like a time in between summons.
I'm just saying we should summon someone right now.
I
Even
say
if-
summoner. Sorry, Damien.
Even if it is Sif, because she knows how to beat the robot.
Sif,
What is it?
can you guarantee you can take that robot down?
I guarantee it. I've seen the young master at work, and I can tell that this is his.
Sif, what will you do after you take out the robot?
I'll do whatever it takes. And she pauses. To win this game. I'll do whatever it takes to win this game, and I'll worry about the young master afterward. But right now, we need to stop this machine.
Frog, John, I think Wu would kill us if we bring her in, but that's exactly why we're going to do it. Let's
I
bring
think
her
it
in.
makes sense. It makes the most sense to summon someone now, while we have the chance.
If there has to be somebody after me, if we even have the time, she turns to you, Damien. I think it should be you, with your ultimate attack that you keep describing.
Yes, my ultimate attack that could completely obliterate the robot, I'm sure.
Yes, she nods.
It would be nice to front load the cheapest ones, and we'll see how this works. But for right now, if you're lying to us, you know you're dead, right?
I'm well aware of how your team operates.
Oh no, not us. That robot is going to murder you.
And
There's
then
also
so-
Jerry's there too, but I don't think he'll kill you. Or maybe he will, actually.
Wu was there. Wu beat him once. Wu can beat him again.
Seong says, I would offer, but 1.5 times the point value they gave me is far too much.
What's your value?
50,000, apparently.
50,000?
I don't know why they gave me such a high value. Doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Ori, we can make my point value higher? Like, I don't know, just a little bit.
Damien, you don't want your value to go higher.
I know, but
all right.
It's a blow to the ego.
All right.
It's settled. We should start the summon.
All right.
There's something that appears on the monitor. She presses it, and the timer starts counting down.
Oh, anything we want to tell Wu before she goes that she can tell him when she gets down there?
Good idea. I have something, says Folk. If I may interject.
All right.
If I may.
The floor is yours. Go, hurry. 51, 50, 49.
If you need someone of cheap point value, even if it's to do something menial, I would like to help. Tell him that.
All right, whatever. Anyway.
No. Sif, when you get there, just tell them it wasn't in the plan. We messed up. We screwed up. Yada, yada. Just say it wasn't our fault. Say you forced yourself in.
What? That's not true.
Look, Sif, just tell Wu, don't waste any more time. All right, we have an objective. Keys to find. We've got to win this game. Don't fight every enemy. Doesn't need to happen.
Understood. Okay, back to the Wu and Jerry's fight. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
And Damien says hi.
Back to the Wu and Jerry's fight. So now it is the robot's turn. The robot is still looking down at Jerry's. It goes for another punch. But this time, Jerry's is able to sidestep it, and while he sidesteps it, he slashes with his katana. The barrier ripples. Your turn, Wu.
I don't know how long you're gonna take, but I have a lot of time. And then Wu jumps up and is this like
Yeah.
before that conversation happened, concurrently?
Yes, it's like when Oreo first made the announcement, and you would not have heard the announcement.
So Wu is gonna jump up and try and prime an Earthshaker from the position he was behind it.
Absolutely. You're saying, yeah, I see.
Yeah, I have to expend all this, but it's fine. I don't really care.
Okay.
So you have to make these saving throw.
Yep. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Okay. I found it. It succeeded. It's succeeded. You still do damage, half damage though.
That doesn't matter. I just wanted him to be prone.
You can still roll the damage if you want to try to break through this barrier.
Sure. I'll roll the damage. D10, right? Yeah.
Yep.
6 is 2, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And 8.
6 plus 8, so that's 14, right? Yep. And then that's 7. So, sorry. And then you describe this. How are you doing Earthshaker from the air?
Well, no, I had already landed, so I wasn't doing it from there. I just jumped up behind. I was behind him though, right? So I landed on the other side.
Okay.
So I just jumped up and did an Earthshaker behind him, and I yelled out to Jarius that he's taking his time, and like we can wrap this up. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm not gonna spend all this SP.
Okay. You can tell he's struggling to control what he's doing. He's kind of mumbling. Should I try it? Maybe I have to. He's like fighting while mumbling, and you can just see his mouth like moving under his breath. He lets out a yell, and he starts slashing at this robot. Blow, 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 blow. Katana, spear, katana, halberd. And in midair, the halberd switches into an axe. He strikes with the axe, switches back to a halberd. He's striking it over and over in a flurry of blows. The barrier keeps rippling and rippling. There! I found it! At the base of its head. He kind of nods towards it, his eyes still white.
Go for the nape.
Sasageo. Woo,
Sasageo.
Roll perception for me.
Alright. Call me Levi now, bro. We gonna do this real quick.
Yep.
Well, that's not great. That's what's my perception? That is 10.
10? Okay. Hard to tell at this moment. Soon you'll be able to figure out what he's talking about, but the battle is too intense for now to really pinpoint exactly what he means, the exact location. Okay, it's the robot's turn again. This time, it's gonna like swivel back towards you, Woo, and it's gonna try to like kick you with its foot. Wind it back, and then with a huge force, it's gonna try to kick you. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Why is this thing so annoying, bro? That's actually not bad.
Okay.
Actually not bad. That's a 19.
19? All right. Foot propels itself towards you, almost like, there's some force that's kicking it towards you at such high speeds, but you're able to nimbly dodge out of the way of this attack. And the robot swivels back towards Jerry's. It's now your turn, Woo.
Jerry's, I've expended enough of my energy on this fight. If you can't deal with it, I'll do it myself. Fair?
I just need more time.
Alright, this is the last bit that I can expend on your strategy. After that, I'm going to destroy the robot. Okay?
Understood.
I'm going to do a minigun bonus action and just a regular strike at its head.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll for the minigun hit first. That misses. It's a 2.
Okay.
The regular strike should hit. That's 18.
Yep.
And...
It definitely hits.
Oh wait, no, it's D8. 3.
3. Okay. Perfect. You probably already doing this, but just to double check, are you gaining with these normal attacks? Gaining
TP back, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. You're striking at the robot. Jarius is striking at the robot, back and forth. Ugh. Karwanan, lend me your strength. And finally, he sheathes his other 3 weapons, and with 2 hands grabs Karwanan. He jumps up, and with all 4 of his arms, goes in to strike at the robot. Sorry, I just hit my mic. I'm not used to it being in this position. He strikes down as hard as he can. It turns into an axe. And this time, the barrier, it's like rippling even more so than usual. His eyes are white. The robot is like, momentarily, it's paused. Jerry's. He strikes, and the barrier ripples away. No! Below its head!
I'm sorry I doubted you. Can
Robot
I,
is stunned for a moment.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Can I throw my staff at the neck joint?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do I need to roll for this?
An attack
And
roll. I'm just gonna say it's an attack roll.
I will spend 1 SP to reinforce the staff with Shinsu.
Sure.
if that's
Yeah, of
necessary.
course. I'll say add Dex instead of Strength, though.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. 13. And what am I rolling? What am I adding to it?
Your Dex and I'm gonna say just your Dex.
Just my dex. Just my dex is +3, so 16.
Okay. You throw your staff. Can you describe this? You're just throwing it in after reinforcing it, or?
So I reinforce, or like it almost looks like the Shinsu that was reinforcing my body just kind of transitions onto the staff.
Right.
And then the spot that Jerry's called out, Wu hones in on it, and then immediately like slides with the flick of the wrist, the staff into that joint.
Got it. It flies towards the location, and this time, the huge machine, it definitely felt something. It's like zapping for a minute, and then Jerry sees that opportunity to jump up. But unfortunately, he kind of clutches his chest, and he's not able to get the attack off. He lands back onto the ground.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
And then Wu darts over to like where he is to like cover for him.
Okay. You're standing there, the robot, it's finally moving again.
We didn't disable it. It's alright.
Disable it now.
This fight is far from over. The robot gets up. It puts both of its hands together and like lifts up. But just then you see like a blur behind the robot jump up to its head. The robot starts malfunctioning. You won. Failed. And then steam just starts like erupting out of suddenly it starts to kind of like detach for a moment. You know, it kind of like pops out, and then just steam starts like rising out of the body of the robot.
And Wu looks over at Jerry's like, was that you?
He looks back at you as if he has no idea what that was.
I guess it malfunctioned.
No malfunction. No. And then you see Sif standing on top of its head. You okay?
Oh, it's the maid. Wait, what are you doing? I didn't summon you.
Special rule. I'll explain in a bit. She jumps down and starts examining the robot. This really
Special rule. Wait, did you cost money?
Just 1.5 times the normal amount. It wasn't even bad.
1.5 times the normal amount?
I only cost 10,000. It wasn't a big
deal. And they sent you? These two are getting way too liberal with the funds.
I'm sorry. I just saved your life, and you're really going to say that now?
I'm joking, Sif. I remember your name. Thank you very much. It's nice to see you on better terms. We had that in the bag, though.
He's right. We certainly did. It just would have taken long. Shut up. I don't care. And she's just searching the robot for every sign.
The kid's not here, if that's what you're worried about.
You knew?
Well, let's just say this story has been passed down for generations in our little...
You know, she just sighs. Now, back in the pod, you all just saw this happen. The summoning timer finished. And then Oreo says, well, it seems that most teams did choose to summon an ally even though it cost them extra. We're going to allow one more summon at 2 times the normal value for anyone who wishes to do so. I repeat, one more summon for 2 times the normal value. You have 2 minutes to decide.
2 times.
Sif, how much did you?
Wait
Sif,
a
how
minute.
much did you cost?
15,000.
Oh, we should have. We
So
should have
we're
just
not-
summoned me.
People in the pod.
We're not the
Oh.
only team.
Can I contact Oreo?
No.
Oh my god, this stupid robot! I swear to God, I'm going rogue. I'm done. I'm done.
It only makes sense to use the summoning now.
Yeah. But if most teams opted to send in another teammate, it means they were probably all in some kind of predicament that would have forced them to do so.
Well, Oreo did say there were lots of people fighting, and there were already some casualties.
Yeah, but I wonder if those casualties were between regulars or if it was more workshop interference.
I have an idea, says Folk.
Oh my
I
god.
cost the least amount of everyone here. Sending me in would be the
You-
most bang for our
No.
buck. We would save the most
Down.
money by doing this.
It's
Oh.
not.
Joe,
I love
yeah?
talk you like a brother.
Sorry, go ahead.
Woo is
Wait,
spending
hold on.
one.
Go ahead, Milios.
I love talk you like a brother. And you know me, folk. Like, I was celebrating with you guys when we got out of the labyrinth. But if you do not just go over there and sit down
Fine.
and just leave us
I know.
be.
I'm useless. I understand.
No, it's not that you're useless. You're just not useful to us.
I somehow that
Frank
seems
is a poet.
worse.
No, that's so.
Eden, we had to rip Band-Aid off. There was just no other way.
Oh, he's trying to be helpful, but no, he doesn't get to go out for 20,000 points. All right, I'm done.
20,000 isn't that much, but
No,
Need
we
to be
need to
smart.
prioritize the rest of our points for absolute emergencies. Can't just be sending people out because we're getting discounts or deals or special offers.
well, let's look at the situation right now. Do we think that Wu and Jerry's are gonna fight right now?
Well,
That's
if
it.
Sif relays the message that I told her, hopefully they can all start focusing and prioritizing the actual goal here.
I mean, we need keys, right? And
Yeah.
Jerry's would
And
see us right now as an easy target.
Look, right now, the only people out there for us is Wu, Leaf, and Sif. We don't have enough people to where we can start splitting our team and having certain people do one thing and other people doing another thing. We either need to get more people on the field or start finding some of these keys. All three of them.
Hmm. So we should send someone in?
No. I don't think so.
How about you, Brack?
No, we shouldn't send anyone. They're fine. He has Sif. Sif said her head's going to be in the game. I'm going to trust her to keep her head in the game. And if she don't, well, then Wu's just going to have to do something. I don't know. But Leaf should be there too, right?
Leaf is out looking for one of the keys. At least I hope so.
Oh my God, she's alone.
She'll be fine. We gotta put some more faith in her. Come on, she's all grown up now. She's going on dates and stuff. Come on, she's all grown up. She's an adult.
Date isn't a brutal death match.
She's on the 30th floor of the tower, Brack.
Look, Brack. Leaf is a competent fighter. She can handle herself. Trust me. Plus, it's not her we need to be worried about. Between Wu and Sif and Jerry's, we just need them to stop wasting time.
It's all a matter of what they decide to do next. How much time do we have to summon someone if we need to?
You only have like
What's the timer at?
45 seconds left, I'll say.
Oh gosh.
We're not going to summon anyone. Let's just
Yeah.
let the timer run down.
We're good.
All right.
Folk does not say anything. He's off by himself.
There, buddy.
Brock walks over to Folk. I didn't mean to be so hard on you. Normally, Brack isn't this type of guy. You know, it's just right now things are a little bit crazy. People can actually die in this game. And what would it look like if I go back to Taki and say one of his brothers died? That would be stupid. Just relax, rest. If something comes up that only you can do, I will be the first to send you in.
Really?
But for Brack's honor.
Thank you, Brack. And I'm sorry for being so annoying. I just really do want to help.
It's all good. We can all see that you want to take the initiative. But right now you just gotta work with us a little bit. All right?
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Think of it as a learning experience. You can take what you gain from us and bring it to Team Loud and Proud. We are one of the most successful teams in the tower so far, at least in the E rank.
Brack just smiling, shaking his head up and down.
It's almost like work experience, right? In a little intern of Team Recall, right? Unpaid, of course.
If you want to make some real money, we got a side gig that we would like to bring you in on after the test, should everything go well, It's called the Syndicate, but we'll get into that later.
I'm all ears.
We have a job posting?
Don't worry about it. He's going to be at the grunt level.
Well, you have to let me know because I have to put the thing on the job site.
Hey,
I have a Craigslist thing for it,
I'll be above his rank, right? I'll be above his rank at least. Because I'm the master of whisperers, right? So we can maybe make him like a master of
Victor, you don't have to worry about that.
ships.
That's me. I'm master of ships.
Sorry, Damien. I had mistaken. I totally forgot. Didn't mean any offense.
Hey, that's my job.
I get it. Okay. Took me a second. It's true. So,
yeah, we don't summon anyone.
Yeah,
We'll
okay.
see what happens next.
The timer runs out. Sif is standing there, and Sif relays what they told them to tell you, what everyone told her to tell you. Jong saying not to waste any time, blah blah blah, and then she ends. And Damien Frog says hi.
Hell yeah, brother.
The hawk is in the nest. The hawk is in the nest.
Threw me off. I just thought of a... Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay.
I love you. He would say that we're not wasting time. Anyway, Sif, here's what I want you to do. Since nobody appeared, it seems they didn't take the bait with this stupid robot's goading. Take this. Wu grabs his gourd. Jerry's. Where's the rest of your team?
I summoned Elias. We split up to look for keys.
Interesting enough, that's the next person I need to summon. Let's do this. We'll recover our strength in here. Sif, you hold on to this while we're inside. Find the next location and summon us when you get there. Fight or no fight, we'll deal with it. We summon John when we get there, and we'll be fine.
This is your little pocket dimension?
So you know about it. Good, we don't have to waste time explaining. Exactly.
Fine. I'll do what I can. Would you like some cake before you head inside? Freshly baked.
What flavor is it?
Strawberry.
Would that I could. Brack would love some though. If you run into him later today, please give him some.
I already gave him some tea. I think he might have enjoyed it, but it's hard to tell with him.
Well,
It was a lie.
Fair enough. Well, I'll be sure to have some after we win this game. Now, two things before we go in there. If you run into anybody you think you can't handle, throw the gourd down on the ground immediately.
Understood.
We'll release and help. Two, I trust you. So, if there are people you think you could subvert and get to the destination unhindered, do that instead. And make no mention of us.
It's strange. When we first met in the Linquist Mansion, I never thought we'd be working together like this. But I'm
Well,
strangely
I
excited for
try
it.
and forget that meeting, you know? You just left a bunch of maid clothes in the room with the... Never mind. The point is...
I'm looking forward to working together. Now get in the gourd. Please.
Jerry's, you first.
You said this is a pocket dimension. Do you simply approach the bottle, or how does it work?
And Wu like turns around and starts laughing mischievously. Actually, the only way to get inside is to run at it headlong.
Understood.
No. No.
Be prepared. He starts running at it. He's running like starts running at the bottle. Can you describe what happens when he runs into it? He just runs into it, right?
So Jerry's like dives face first at the gourd, and as he does, his fucking chin just hits the ground. Flies up. The gourd like bounces up into Wu's hand, and he just grabs it, and this man just goes like kind of like what are those you know, those waterworks like little slides, you know? Like he just kind of skating into the back of there and it.
He just slides. He just like kind of lies there.
We'll take care of that.
Do all of you members of Team Recall like to do this? First, it was Eden kicking me in the knee. Now you.
She did what?
She kicked me behind my knee. I didn't mind it, but I found it curious.
You didn't what?
Whoa, press rewind. You
Also,
didn't mind.
clarification, I didn't kick him, I just pushed him with the backs of my fingies.
Well, whatever you did, apparently no harm, no foul.
He did ask her to the dance. I'm just, okay.
It felt
all
like
right.
a kick, that Haas strike.
Oh, they're Madam Eden. That's crazy.
Yeah, but like a good kick, you know, like a how you doing?
I can give him a good kick.
Okay. Regardless, how do you actually enter this object?
I'm so sorry. I thought you wouldn't fall for it. You and Brack would probably get along. Anyway,
I'm quite tired.
I just snap my fingers and he poofs into the gourd.
Okay, sure. Okay, and then you follow him.
Yep. Sif. Also, like before I go, if you run into Leaf, let her handle things. Fall in line.
You got it.
Thanks.
She did defeat Nyal, after all. And she smirks.
She did. Good luck. And Wu goes into the gourd.
Alrighty. Cutting to Eden. We're cutting to Eden.
You mean Eden? She don't have the last name.
Eden. Cutting to Eden. Yeah. You and you 10 family people hiding your identity, I swear.
I mean, you let us do it. It's our fault, technically.
Okay. Whatever you say. So you're currently walking, but I'm going to say walking beside Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Not a clue.
I should be in there fighting. But instead, I'm here.
Well, we obviously have a purpose to serve, so might as well get it done. Might benefit our teams in the long run. We might be doing more good here than out there.
True. Alright, fine. I'll follow along for now.
We kind of have to.
She kind of motions over to Hoborios.
He's one of the people we drafted. Hoborios, Astrid, Hoborios. He likes books.
Well, it's nice to meet. You're a linguist, aren't you?
What? He just looks at him like, you creeper!
What gave it away? The red eyes and blonde hair? There are many fictions about the Linquist family. Stories of old Bjorn. I'd give them a B+.
Okay, Hipporeos, ranking people like that is kind of weird, but
Astra just shakes her head.
anything in those things you read about an Inga Lindquist?
Astra just looks over at you. Not that I can recall, no.
All right.
Maybe I'll reread it before we get there, and I can try to reread it before this test is over, and I'll let you know.
Sure. I'll take any information I can find.
Astra just like looking at him, super weird. But she also gives you a look. Before long, the A-rank regular guiding you finally reaches a wide room. Okay, this spot should do just fine. Turns back to the three of you.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm gonna be warping you to the island.
I'm sorry. What?
Just temporarily, of course. We'll bring you right on back, and then you'll be able to continue with your game.
Okay.
The reason why I needed our light bearer friend here, motions over to Hiborios, is because I'm not exactly great at using lighthouses. So, the additional help should help me teleport you all. And the additional lighthouses are always welcome. Scopio, or Vice Squadron Commander Scopio, sent me because I'm more inconspicuous. I'm not a ranker yet. So the contract that I've made, the fact that I haven't made a contract yet is going to assist us in the long run.
Right.
Still have a few more floors to climb, though.
You sure do. She's kind of like very suspicious of him at this point. Because he's not using proper terms or names or anything like that. He's a little too casual.
That's just my bad. It's just, I would say that he's saying it right. No, that's my bad.
Okay.
I keep forgetting.
No, you're good. You're good. Would Eden, with her limited experience with lighthouses, would she be able to assist in any capacity?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
If you were to suggest it.
I have a little experience with lighthouses too. I can potentially help. I'm not great, but I can help.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, your help would be more than appreciated. I brought a bunch of lighthouses, but like I said, not exactly the most skilled at it. We'll be sending the two of you in. Points at you and Astrid. We'll be sending you into a room. Your job in this room, in this exact location where their cameras will not pick up on you, is to disable the cameras. Both of you use long-range attacks. There are multiple cameras in the room. Unconfirmed number, we think between 7 and 10. Your job is to disable them all at the exact same time. If you can do this, you'll be undetected on the cameras. There is one minor issue. There is at least one form of other security within the room. You must not alert this form of security. You must not alert this other form of security. As soon as you perform the action, we'll warp you back.
Is there anything we need to retrieve from the room?
If you do happen to find a box, and if it happens to say H series,
okay,
and if you did happen to open that box and find something, that would certainly be helpful. However, our main goal is to disable the security. Once we do that, I myself could make a trip.
Why do you want to get there?
I'm under orders.
To do?
My orders weren't necessarily to tell you, Eden. Smiles.
Okay.
But it is related to those documents. Also, I think we're going to be doing someone a favor by doing this as well.
All right. Let's go.
We ready? Let me guess, we have no say in this. We just have to follow along. That's right. Glad you're catching along. She walks next to you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ready? Looks over at Hiborios. And if you want to help too, by all means, says Stevie. He summons 7 lighthouses. Hiborios summons 3.
Hold on. If I take a lighthouse with me, would that help us? I've seen a lighthouse deflect shots before. If we could line up the shots, that might make it easier to hit all of the cameras at once.
Are you confident enough that you'd be able to use it without being detected?
Not really. But I don't know if we could do 7 to 10 at the same time. She looks over at Astrid.
How many could you take out?
3 if I'm lucky.
I could probably do the same. Depends on the locations of the cameras. If you're confident, take a couple lighthouses. We can spare 2 and still perform the teleportation.
Better than not having them.
All right. Hey, Hiborios, kid, your name is Hiborios, right? This is going to be a 2-way teleport, meaning they're going to have to come back. He starts to talk to Hiborios. Hiborios is just nodding. Oh, just like in... Yeah, just like in that story. That's right. All right. Let's begin. The lighthouses activate, and Hiborios is activate. He gives you control of 2 lighthouses. He passes on any credentials you would need or anything that you need to access them. And a light gathers beneath you. The lighthouses are glowing. Good luck. And a light envelops you and Astrid as you feel yourself getting warped. Okay. Now, back in the pod, the rest of you are watching. You see Sif carrying the gourd. Now, Wu, you wanted Sif to head back towards the teammate summoning center, correct?
I wanted her to find the next one, yeah.
Did you want her to return to the one that had a timer, or to head to find a new one?
I want her to find a new one, but if it's easy, whatever she ends up doing is not in my control. So
Right. Okay.
Trusted her to do what I envision. If she wants to go back to that one, that's fine. If she wants to just do her own thing, that's...
Would you have told her about it?
Yes, I would have.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have told her that, like, I don't foresee... Like, I would have told her where it is. If she thinks that's easier than finding a new one, then as long as we summon a new person, then that's what she needs to do.
Got you. People in the pod, you see Sif walking out of the swamp, heading back into the snowy area. She's kind of looking around and such. So currently the people in the room are Brack, Damien, Jong, Folk, Victor. Good old Victor. The 5 of you are there.
And so young.
Thank you. I knew it. Jeez, okay. He's there.
It's like he overlooked him. Badooms.
Oh, no.
God damn, girl, damn.
And, kick? Is that the
No!
Disconnect? No, it's fine. I'm sure Ruka will let you have it later.
She will.
So yeah, they're all there, and Victor says, "All right, next time someone is summoned, do we know who it should be? I mean, I guess it's up to her, right? It's up to them."
Yeah.
It is indeed up to them. But I think the question in mind is a question for everyone here from Professor Damien. Both Wu and Jerry's are the spearheads of their team, and they are both heading towards the terminal for summoning. Where is the problem?
You think Jerry's might try to take the summon?
I mean, why wouldn't he? I'm sure that they can settle something. Possibly. But there is also the possibility that Jerry's takes the summoning of himself. which would leave us at a big
Actually,
disadvantage.
I think that's covered. If they're in that gourd, Jerry's can't get out of it by himself. He's gonna need
But-
Wu for it.
Wu is the one that needs to summon.
Right, but Sif can also only let Wu out. They don't have to let Jerry's out.
Does Sif have knowledge of the gourd?
No. But Wu's the one who controls the knowledge.
Above
I
the
remember when
table.
I tried to.
Above the table, I control the gourd, right? So like, I told her to throw it down, so I will know that there's a problem and I'll come out. Nobody can leave the gourd once they enter without my say so. He's in there.
So we win.
Well,
Even better.
We'll get the summon.
Seyoung says we win. How so?
Well, the spearhead of Team Strive is trapped inside the gourd.
We're not going to leave him there, are we? He's our ally now.
Is
Well,
he
hold
our
on.
ally?
Damien's not 100% wrong. Look, I'm not saying we do anything bad to Jerry's. I'm just saying we have some leverage on his
He
team.
is effectively trapped.
I like that idea. He would have been a threat anyway, right? He is still helping us, though we should probably stay in his good graces until we decide he's no longer of use.
Well, what I'm saying is what Jerry's knows and what his team knows don't have to be the same thing.
True. You look at the monitor, and
Let's
you
see
notice
what happens next.
You notice that Sif has stopped. She was making her way north, turning left from the swamp, but you notice that she stopped. She kind of wanders closer to something. The cameras kind of shift to a new perspective, and there's an area north of the snowy area that starts to get a little more green and lush. There's trees off in the distance, but there's also a lake if she kept walking up ahead, like way off in the distance. But this area is sort of mountainous. The snow has started to disappear. But these mountains, something has happened here. There's damage to the rocks. There's like huge footprints in the ground. And it appears to be something that has happened here. Something pretty dire. And Sif gets closer. And she notices something, runs over. And she notices that 2 people are lying on the ground. She kind of walks over. She shakes one, shakes the other. They're both not moving. You guys recognize 2 people from the workshop battle that appear, and you can just, once the cameras get a better view, they're most definitely dead, just based on the way their bodies are positioned, based on the blood pooled around them. They're no longer alive. You see a wing has been ripped off of one of them. You see the dead body of Vulture lying on the ground, his mask split in half. And you also see a giant syringe next to Dr. Yen Rising, who's also dead. And it appears he suffered a huge blow to his rib cage, completely blown out. And she's just looking at these 2 bodies. Damn, they weren't kidding, huh? Both from Sycamore, right?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
That complicates things.
He needs to run.
How close is she to the summoning terminal?
Does she even know where it is?
I mean, I imagine Wu must have told her.
Yeah, she's got to make her way back into the snowy area, huh?
I thought Wu said to look for a new one.
Well, I imagine she chose whichever one was easier. If she already knew where to go for the previous one, I guess technically that makes more sense than having to find a completely different one.
But wouldn't the old one just pull up the same 2 people that have already been summoned?
No, I don't think so.
Well, even if that was the case, there was a refresh button, I believe.
Yeah, that's true.
My points.
Only 10K, I think. Not too bad.
Brack starts counting how much he calls, counting how much everyone else calls. He's doing like the math on his fingers, and he's like, we might not get everyone in.
I mean,
No.
Victor looks back at Folk.
Maybe the sponsor will give us more credits to use.
Well, in terms of the sponsors, I'm sure we'll get some other kind of crazy deal, but we shouldn't rely on that.
Who are the ones that
That's
died?
true. Vulture and Dr.
Yen Rising.
Yen Rising.
2 people from Team Sycamore.
I see.
Question is, who killed him, and are they still in the area? Is Sif in danger?
It's unknown what Sif is gonna do. She hesitates and looks at the gourd. It appears that she turns around and heads back into the snowy area. Okay. I think with that, we're going to end the episode. I think that's a good place to end. I know, no big cliffhanger this time, but I think that is the best place to... Well, I guess there is a bit of a cliffhanger with Eden on Eden's side. I know, Eden. I know, Hannah, you're always used as cliffhanger bait.
Now hold on here.
I know. But that's
Look,
what we're going to end this episode.
I know you guys want to play Fire Emblem Engage, but that was like a 3-hour episode.
It was almost 4.
No, it was 4. It was 4 hours. It was 4 hours.
So here's the deal, right? Normally, it's supposed to be 3 to 4 hours. You know, this makes sense.
It was supposed to be 3 hours.
Right, it's supposed to be
just got longer and longer. Yeah.
This is good though because this will help me make sure I'm more prepared next week. But this was good. This was good.
Also, I will say, like above the table, there's something that like I need to clarify with Joe that before things proceed too.
That makes sense. Sure. I think there's a few things we can probably clarify amongst each other. So this is definitely a good time to stop, even though it's not what Hannah would like. I'm sorry, Hannah. Forgive me. Thank you all so much for watching. Hannah was like, I thought we had 2 more hours.
I mean, I budgeted for that, but sure.
It's okay. This is good.
The ideal result. Now.
Did your package come in, bro?
No. That I know of.
Shoot.
Damn.
Oh no.
It's okay. You'll get it in time. You'll play Fire Emblem soon. I want to thank everybody for watching. Also, we're going to end the episode with the bonus meme reel that I forgot to include last week. Because these memes are great. I want to make sure they're seen and recognized. And I want to thank everybody for submitting to those as well. Stay tuned next week. Lots of exciting stuff coming very, very soon, as the workshop battle is nearing its conclusion. Lots of plot twists coming. It's going to be a fun time. I'll see y'all next week. We'll see you next week. Follow everybody down below. Join the Discord. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Anything from our cast? Any last minute? Anything?
I'm just like, you did all this and like, I feel like nobody is talking about the fact that nobody else has been revealed on this island. No one.
Next week,
Jerry, the people that came around.
That's right. There are many areas on this island, and we only really explored like 1.5. So we'll definitely get to see more teams next week. It should be exciting.
So I mean, like about 10 areas?
Something like that. Yeah. We'll find out. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Farewell.
Enjoy the bonus meme reel. That will take me a minute because I actually have to put it here. Boom. Okay. Stay tuned. There it is. All right, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Emotional, damn it! Emotional, damn it! for you on the world's smallest violin. It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
It thinks it's people! It thinks it's people!
There, you see them? Yeah. Right here. They have done absolutely nothing wrong, but they're blue. I've always hated the color blue. You know why? Why? No reason. With all that being said, we have to kill them.
Hi, can I get you anything?
Give me all the money in the cash register.
I wanted to eat a croissant. So I went to a place that sells croissant. And I bought a croissant. And I returned home with the croissant. And then I ate the croissant.